problem, baby on me like a toddler. Keep my phone on silent, vibrate, make that ass shake like a violin. College girls, homie, why you press like darling? I've been everywhere you niggas ain't, can't go where your bitch go. Got her up late, make my dick plank. She gon' drink it straight, rotate, let her friend taste. She from the DMV, but I ain't tryna wait. DC, Maryland, them phones, they be wearing them. Shout out my nigga Wale, we be fly like a terrorist. Get money like inheritance, that pussy, I'ma wear it out. Yeah, we in the strip club, blowing money, air it out. Talking big shit, let me show you what I'm talking about. Stack for the freak show, told her bring the circus out. I ain't getting married cause these hoes, they just go around. Riding on the next click soon as they up cause I'm the nigga. They hold me down if it's drama, and if it's drama, I got that loud. So my girl, Jeffrey Dahmer, ain't eat her out. Then I follow, dick in her mouth, huh? They say Tiger only got like one hit. Shit. At least a nigga got a hit. Banana make a pussy split, porn star loose lips. Ain't no room in my circle like a hula hoop is, bitch.
Hey, this is Redban coming to you live from Death Squad Studios for a brand new and return of Dysentery. And that was a horrible fade that I just did. Decided to bring back this podcast. It's been a long time since I did one of these. I actually started this podcast out to actually have a podcast that, because people were asking, like, Brian, you need your own podcast. And so that's how it came about. Just been too busy, obviously, doing all these other podcasts to get to it. But I'm back, and we got a new co-host. I want to introduce you guys to Kayla. How are you doing, Kayla?
I'm good. Just smoking a cigarette, looking like...
That was your virgin words.
Trash. I look like I have a dick in my mouth right now.
It's usually like that, isn't it? Blue jazz club, a jazz club with a big black dick in your mouth.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Now Kayla is actually somebody that I actually have known online for about probably like 6 years, maybe 7 years, maybe that, I don't even know. She's lived in Texas. 7. Mm-hmm. It's always 7. She's lived in Texas for a long time, and she just moved to Los Angeles, and I am getting her death squatted out, as they say in the streets. Because you actually are one of the few people that I know that actually works in the same kind of line as I used to, I guess, like video cameras and video editing and things like that. We should go kind of rewind a little bit. You grew up in Houston, and you grew up like on a swamp farm, or what the fuck?
No, not a swamp farm. By the Gulf of Mexico, though, my dad's house is in a little town called Shore Acres, and there's a bayou behind our house, and there's like alligators and shit back there.
A bayou?
Yeah.
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 So you have seen alligators most of your life growing up.
I mean, you don't see them all the time. It's not like Louisiana or anything like that, but there has been... I've heard that there was alligators in the bayou behind my house, so I experimented one day with that. Yeah,
and that's how actually I met you, because you posted a video, and I met you through a girl that I knew, and she showed it to me. And you posted a video that was so disturbing, like so disturbing and so fucked up that I did not know there were beautiful women that existed out there. That I thought all girls acted like that. Like it really opened to my eyes. Like I was like, holy shit, girls are really that disgusting. I've never met one of these kind of girls before. Because you and your friends are very pretty, but you were doing... Why don't you explain what the video was that you were doing? Because you have since pulled it, which I don't blame you, really. Maybe
I didn't pull that one. It got taken down off of YouTube for the content that was on it. But to backtrack a little bit more, I was working at Hooters, and I have good-looking girlfriends, and they're all nuts. Like, we're all a little, like, kind of weird, and we have a dirty sense of humor, and we thought it would be a good idea, before the TV show Rad Girls came out, to do, like, Jackass-type skits and film it. But we used to drink a lot and do other things, so our ideas, I feel like, were a little too much, probably. So...
Yeah, so you pretty much made Jackass for girls is pretty much what it was.
That's what we were going for. I was obsessed with Jackass. I still am obsessed with it. But yeah, that was the idea. And so we actually did film probably like 3 years ago. We wrote out like 20 different skits and filmed, I think, 10 of them and made a little trailer out of it and put it on YouTube. But it had been 7 years later, and I don't know, it just kind of dwindled off. But yeah, that video you're referring to was called Tampon Alligator Fishing.
That's right. Tampon alligator fishing, where she takes out her tampons and tries to fish for alligators in a swamp.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, when I saw it, like, I really was shocked. Like, I was almost like it was almost too much for me. Like, and I'm a guy. It was just something about the dirtiness of seeing a girl you don't usually see in that light doing something so fucking filthy.
Well, you know what's crazy is, like, I'm glad the video got taken down as soon as it did, because now, like, I don't ever talk to people about that video because it is really fucking gross. Like, and at the time I thought it was a fucking great idea, much like a lot of the other things that I do. So I just I got fishing poles and went to the bayou behind my house with 3 other chicks, and we just filmed, like, taking my tampon out and tying it to a fishing pole and trying to go fishing. And I didn't even catch shit. Like, shit didn't even come out of it. And so you brought that up at the bar the other night, and I was like, oh, fuck. Somebody saw that video. Oh, no, somebody I know.
So you were kind of like, please, I hope no one ever remembers this video. Like you were kind of like, I wanted to bury this video, or
it's just not one of the ones I talk about. Like, I'll tell some people about it when.
Well,
I talk
let's talk about the
that,
second video then that I saw from you, because I think I've only seen, actually I think I've seen more videos of yours because I've been following you on, you know, like MySpace and Facebook and all that shit. But the second video I remember that we also talked about the other day was your neighbor, because I guess you had an older neighbor that you had to take care of, and you would like do shit to him, or
yeah, because he's like this old asshole. I love him to death though, but he's just like, you can fuck with him. Like, he was a cool fucking old man, and I would get shit faced with my friends and like break into his house and just do fucked up shit to him sometimes.
I mean, was he mobile? Was he able to walk around, or was he?
At the time, yeah, he was. That sounds
so when he became Misery, did you just come in there and like just start playing with his dick, and he was like, please no, or anything like that? Because I mean, if somebody's pulling out tampons and putting it on YouTube, I would imagine you probably molested the fuck out of this guy or something.
No, I'm sure he would love that though. But no, one day.
Hey, let's do a shot real quick.
Oh yeah, we forgot about these.
Cheers to you moving to LA. Tequila.
Thanks, man. Oh my god.
Cheers.
You didn't get limes.
No. Oh, we didn't get lime. You don't need limes. It's pretty good. Oh, that was not as smooth as I remember it.
I don't think the first shot is ever smooth.
All right. So you were saying?
Excuse me. That was good.
Nice.
So I go over to his house one day with one of my girlfriends, and I think it's a great idea to like put saran wrap over the toilet, and I take a fucking shit in the saran wrap. And like it shows.
Wait. So you put the saran wrap on the toilet bowl, and then when you shit, it just kind of like sunk in, and then you just tied it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
that's
like
brilliant.
The video shows me like taking it off the toilet and putting it on the floor and like wrapping it up and like and makes like pushing it out to where it gets like really long.
I thought it was fake shit. By the way, when I watched that video, I didn't think you actually really shit.
Oh no, that was real shit.
Oh my god.
It has the other chick in the video. She's like gagging from the smell. Because I don't know if you've ever noticed, like, shit smells fucking horrible.
I'm
like
sure,
we don't
man,
ever
I know.
smell it because it goes straight into the fucking toilet into water. That like hides the smell. You don't. I mean, but even at that, you can still smell it. So like a fresh mound of shit.
It makes no sense either,
open.
because you like, I don't know about you, but I don't mind the smell of my own fart sometimes, you know, when no one's around.
I love the smell of my own farts.
Right.
I think my shit smells amazing, but it's disgusting. But
I don't think my shit smells amazing though. I've never went like that's a good, what was that? I need to remember.
no, I don't mean like that.
Taco
but like,
Bell or whatever.
I do have some shits, like especially after drinking and eating Mexican food, that will make me gag. But I get more grossed out at other people's turds than my own. You know what I'm saying? That's, I think, what I was going for that. But my friend was gagging because she could smell it. And I'm trying. She's like holding the video camera, watching me do this, and she's kind of close to me, and she's almost threw up. But yeah, so I smoothed this turd out because it wasn't a turd. It was a mound of mush. I can't believe I'm talking about this right now. And put it in his refrigerator next to some boudin that he had wrapped up.
What's boudin? That must be a Texas thing. I don't even know.
It's a Louisiana thing. It's a Southern thing. I don't even know what the fuck is in boudin. Maybe like pork and rice. It's really good.
So it's like a casserole type.
It's like this. It comes like sausage in a wrapper, and I think you can cook it in the wrapper just like that. You can eat it with the wrapper on it still, because it's like.
Oh right, I know what it is. Yeah.
Or you can like scoop it out after you
right.
cook it
It's
and
like
put
sandwich.
it on crackers.
Yeah.
You can do a bunch of shit with
right.
it, but it's good. It's kind of spicy. And I was really hoping like to have him. I kept trying to get him to go into the refrigerator because I put this turd right next to the boudin, and it looked very similar. Oh no, get the head.
Right. And you were hoping that he would just grab it, like.
Yeah. It didn't work, though. He wouldn't get the fuck up off the couch to go grab it. And by the time I took it out of the refrigerator, it was hard. It was like a week later, and it was a hard fucking turd. It was gross. And then I finally told him, I was like, dude, I stuck a fucking turd in your refrigerator, and you didn't even get it out. Yeah. He's used to crazy shit like that, though.
Well, he was used to it. Now he's dead, right?
No.
No, he's still alive.
No, he's still alive. Bless his old heart. I feel bad for him. I still talk to him.
You have a lot of videos of you fucking with him? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Have you gone through those videos at all?
Well, not recently. All my shit's still back in Houston, but sometimes I'll go and watch some of the shit that I had on YouTube. Because I have the videos on there, but I took a lot of them down due to, like, trying to work in production and trying to be a professional. And I was working on the American Heart Association, and I was showing people these videos because it was like a younger crew, and they're like, ha, ha, ha. And the older lady walked in that was working with us, and she's like, you need to take that down. Like, people don't need to see that. That looks bad. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. So I took some of the good stuff down, except one particular video because it had a shit ton of hits on it.
What is that one?
And then I noticed it was getting put on porn sites.
What?
Even though it's not porn.
Wait, what is it? Do I know about this video?
I think we were talking about it the other day. I don't want to say the name of the person, even though he's not in it. It's just a picture of him. But it's a very well-known figure that there's books about him and how he is better than everybody else in the universe. But it's basically a video of me fake masturbating to his picture because my boyfriend turns me down for sex. But the title of the video was called Squirting. And that's
Squirting?
Why, yeah. And I think that's... And then the soundtrack, I was obsessed with the song Toto. Or not song, but the song Africa by Toto. And I had that as a soundtrack for it. And it was just... This. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful video.
Have you ever squirted before?
No.
Never?
No.
Never squirted?
No.
Wow.
I had someone recently talk to me about that. They're like, I want to try to make you squirt. And I was like, yeah, go right ahead. And it didn't work out.
Oh, wow. He did it totally wrong.
Oh.
No, there is a way you're supposed to do it. And I've been known to be able to do it pretty well. Like,
isn't it like just a bunch of, isn't it like G-spot stimulated?
Well, yeah, there's two kinds. There's G-spot stimulation, which is just like you pretty much either have to have your dick hit her G-spot. You know, some dicks are just made perfectly for that. Other dicks, you know, are crooked to the left or to the right, and you miss it. But there's definitely positions that you put yourself in. Like one is if you put your leg, like if you're on top of the girl and you put the legs up on each side of your, like, you know, head. And if you kind of lift their butt up, you can kind of feel the top of the pussy, and then you just kind of just center your dick in. You do that for a while. Usually it just gushes all over. Or another thing is if the girl's on top of you, which I don't really recommend it that much, because the problem with squirting is it gets everywhere. Like your belly button will fill up with squirts, like your everything. But there's another one where the girl's on top of you, and then when she's on top of you with both her legs on, you just kind of push her legs up. So you're kind of like almost balancing her legs up a teeny bit, just a teeny bit, and that just for some reason gets it right in there. But yeah, you could do it while fingering. You just finger the G spot while you're fingering a girl and all this other stuff. But
I had a couple girlfriends talk about that recently. They make it sound like it's a lot of fun. I'm a weirdo when it comes to sex, though. So
why?
I'm just.
You just don't. You're one of those girls that don't enjoy it. Let me guess, because you seem like you probably don't enjoy it.
No, there's times that I do enjoy it. This sounds so gay, but I have to like really love somebody to enjoy it. Like I've after my last relationship, so I've been single for almost 2 years.
2 years? How's that possible? Did this guy just fuck you over hardcore
No,
in your head?
me and him, we're still great friends. And it was a mutual breakup, but I don't know. Like I thought that, okay, well, fuck it. I've always been like monogamous and in long relationships, so let me do shit different now. I didn't have sex for 8 months after we broke up.
So you definitely did not enjoy sex if you've waited
No,
8
that's not
months.
true. I enjoyed sex a lot with him. Like it was good, but I just wanted to like not worry about fucking dick. I didn't want to date anybody. I didn't want to get wrapped up in shit. I wanted to concentrate on myself and my career. Because I'm the type of bitch that fucking gets in a relationship and then
just
I put them before myself,
Right.
and then I get mad when shit doesn't work out the way I want it to. And I finally started getting a lot of like into the production world and getting gigs, so I didn't want to fuck that up by falling in love, if
Right.
that makes any sense.
No, it makes total sense because even when I'm in a relationship, shit doesn't get done as fast or as much. Like if I'm single, I'm putting up shit, I'm online, I'm doing podcasts. When I'm in a relationship, it's like I get home or whatever, and she's just like, let's go out drinking, let's go out to dinner. And then next thing you know, it's like 1 a.m. You're like, shit, I haven't done anything productive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get that, but the sex thing, I could not do 8 months sex. That's craziness.
I was trying to go a year without having sex.
And you just saw like this big black dude, and you're like, fuck, I can't wait it anymore.
I've never had sex with a black person.
Really? Well, you're from Texas, so you that's pretty much in your DNA. You're not supposed to.
No, there's tons of black people in Texas, especially in Houston.
Right.
And they're awesome. But no, I just haven't done that. I haven't came across any black guy that I have wanted to have sex with. But I recently went to Wacko's, and my roommate picked up a book, and it was like this big. It's called The Little Book of Big Dicks.
I've seen it.
Oh my God. It made my vagina clench up and hurt looking at some of those. I was like, what the fuck?
Have you ever had a guy with just too big of a dick before? Do you have a small vagina? Is your vagina shallow? I mean, some girls, seriously, like you'll start fucking them and you're like, oh my God, I'm hitting her wall. This does not feel good. Like it takes away the pleasure. Like most Asians, they actually have small vaginas because they've grown up. I don't know if it's...
Well, they're just small people
They're
anyways.
smaller people, right, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just say that.
I mean, I don't really know if I can't say if I don't know.
You just don't know. I think you would know if your dick is getting...
I did sleep with one dude a long time ago that had a big wiener. It feels like your fucking insides are ripping out. Like it's hitting something. You're like, is this my lungs? Like, what the fuck are you hitting right now? It's not pleasurable. It's not good. It's more painful than it is good. But then we didn't date that long either.
Is it that the reason you think? You're just getting plowed too hard and you're like, I just can't do this.
This isn't going to work. I don't even like you right now. Like this, I'm not getting any enjoyment out of this.
Anal? Did you do anal? Have you done anal?
I tried it once.
Not your thing.
Man, I really hope my mom isn't watching this shit. Like, she's gonna be so sad. I'm sorry, Mom. I don't want to talk about it. I mean, I would tell my mom shit like this anyways, but when I talk like this, she freaks the fuck out.
Let's do another shot. By the way, we're drinking.
I tried it once. It feels like you're fucking shitting when something goes in your asshole. Oh, I don't know if you've ever had anything in your asshole.
I've had...
fingers
just
in your ass.
Fingers of relatives and stuff like that. But it was mostly.
It makes you feel funny.
No. I've been to the doctor and I've had things in my asshole because of internal hemorrhoids and gross shit like that before. Have you ever had a hemorrhoid?
No.
Never.
No.
Well, you're gonna get them. Especially when you told me the other day you haven't shit in 2 days.
I have the worst shitting problem. It's because I eat so much cheese and.
Texas again, queso.
Dude, I'm addicted to cheese. I love cheese. But,
Let me see. Just switch
dude,
my
make
shot.
it small.
There,
Oh.
just have this one. Yeah.
Fuck anal. No, that shit ain't happening.
I don't like it.
It's just I don't see. It's not enjoyable for me. Like I couldn't see myself enjoying that unless like I fucking get really kinky in my 30s, and I don't know. There's no telling. But I know girls that do enjoy it.
Yeah.
They talk about it, and then they talk about like almost shitting on themselves or like things that happen afterwards. And I'm just like, why? Why?
Yeah. It's been to me. I've never really liked it. And it got to the point where I was in this one relationship where when we broke up, we kind of got back together, but she was like, I'm not having sex with you.
Why would she?
Unless you want to do it in the ass only. Like she was trying to make it a point, like you're not going to have sex with me until you do this, this, and this, and you can't have ass sex with me because like she was, I guess,
because that don't count.
Yeah, because that doesn't count, like a religious thing, isn't it? Isn't that what like if you have sex in the ass, it doesn't count as sex, or I don't even know. So, of course, after a night of drinking, you come home, you're like, guess I have to have the fucking ass sex. Jesus Christ. Like, it became one of those things where I'm just like, I don't even want to do this. Like, I'd rather masturbate into your butthole, but it's not my thing. And I've had bad situations before where I pulled out my dick and it was so dark, but I smelled poop immediately. So I'm like, I go in the bathroom and just like cleaning my dick off, and then.
That's why, I don't, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound like fun to me.
No, I mean, and then the asshole does not feel better than the vagina. I don't know who.
The only thing I can imagine is like for a dude, like if you're hitting it doggy style, like it's all the same area. Like you don't see where it's going in. You're just seeing like her ass. I don't know.
Yeah, but it feels different. You know what it feels like? It feels like the vagina lips have kind of like a soft opening, where the asshole feels like there's a bone around it, like the O-ring has a bone around it. So immediately you're like, this doesn't feel right. And then inside, it feels like there's like an elbow or something somewhere in there. Like it just feels like you're not supposed to be there.
I think every guy should think about fucking a dude in the ass when they're fucking their girlfriend in the ass, and then that would make them never want to do it again. Remember that.
I don't know. We were also talking the other night. You said you had a belly button. We were talking about belly buttons because I had something really fucking gross happen to me with my belly button once, and I don't know if it was from a girl squirting and then I didn't clean out my belly button or what happened, but something got infected in my belly button. One time I put my hand in there and I pulled it out, and it was like, whoa, what's going on in there? It feels like there's lotion or something in there.
How deep is your fucking belly button?
It's like an inch. I got an innie.
Inch?
Yeah, I got an innie. I mean, how much? I don't know.
Like
half inch?
Not even like a fingernail.
Not even a fingernail? Oh, no. Let me see.
You got an infection in your belly button?
Mine's to the second line. Yeah, it's an inch.
Was your belly button pierced or something?
No. It's just, it's all about who cut it when you're a baby, I guess. So my doctor likes it deep, I guess. I don't know.
No, but I'm saying, how do you get an infection in your belly button?
Right. Well, what happened is, there's two things I think either happened. One, I put my finger in there, I pulled it out, and it was like pus and blood. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it smelled like 20 dead hookers. I mean, it was just slimy, bloody, yellow, like yellowly pussy. It was gross. You smelled it. It smelled like something you've never smelled before in your life, like death. It smelled like death. That's what it smelled like. And so immediately I start like freaking out. I'm pouring like whatever hydrogen peroxide and like fucking, rubbing alcohol. I'm like putting like towels in there and pulling out like tons of blood and stuff. Finally I get it to the point where it's all cleaned out and I can kind of feel like a little dot inside. And so what I think it was either an ingrown hair that happened in there. And like if you ever had an ingrown hair, it makes like a cyst almost,
like
like your
type thing.
Yeah. Yep. Or it was just some kind of freak thing that happened where like I got some kind of boil inside my belly button.
You need to start cleaning out that belly button.
Oh, no, trust me. Ever since then, I'm like freaked out. Like I fucking put shampoo in there at the beginning of it. Fucking
shampoo and condition it?
Shampoo and condition.
Fucking exfoliate that motherfucker, push it inside out.
That's right.
I know someone that can push it inside out.
Like flip their belly button lids?
They can like, I'm trying to think of what it looked like. It was kind of weird. Yeah, whatever. My story is a little different than that. It has to do with period sex, which a lot of people don't really enjoy talking about that.
Do you like having period sex? Some girls actually are like, no, it feels better because you're.
It feels
it's like
better
an itch
because
you can't
it's like
scratch.
a natural lubrication. But for me, it's like you're like, I have a heavy period when it first starts. So like, if you have period sex, it like you're like getting all that out,
You're flushing it
like
out.
they're like they're like pushing it out with their penis, and it's everywhere. And I feel bad, and I really feel bad for my ex-boyfriend now because I used to make him do it.
Yeah, the
every
dick
time.
is kind of like a little shovel.
But it can't be like a turn on. Like I remember him getting, like it just gets really dirty and messy, and it looks like a crime scene at the end of some of it.
Some of it.
Like-
Especially when it has
like-
those little black clots in them.
Blood clots?
Blood clots. You get the clots all
Yeah,
over you.
those are nice.
And you pop them like the little shit that comes in like packages, like the little popping thing.
pop-
Yeah, you just take a clot, you go like this, and it pops.
Have you popped a period
Yeah.
blood clot before?
Yeah, like when it's been on my stomach after sex, I'd be like, oh look, it's kind of like those little, what are those
I've never
snapdragons, those
even
little
done that,
flowers,
dude.
those little flowers, the snapdragons, where you can like pinch both their sides and it opens up.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
I haven't thought about those in a long time.
Yeah.
But I've never popped a period blood clot.
Do it.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I don't know if I'm gonna get a hold of one now because like I'm not gonna dig a tampon out and pull it off of that, or like in the shower, like I just wave bye to them.
They just fall out.
Dude, it's fucked up being a chick sometimes. Yeah, that shit. It's fucked up. But no, my belly button story is being on top during period sex and like getting up and there's just like blood everywhere, and there was so much of it to where it filled up the belly button.
Oh,
And like
gross, like a smoothie.
it was gross. And then his hand had it all over it, and like I don't know how long after. I guess maybe we were having a conversation or something right after that, but then he got up and he's like, my hand is stiff because the blood started to dry on his hand. It was weird.
Yeah, like a cocoon, like a locust cocoon on your hand. Yeah, that's the worst. Where like the next morning you don't even realize it, and you're just like, hey, I'm going to Starbucks, and you look at your hands, and they're just like all the fingernails are like got black underneath it and red fingers, and like what the fuck? And then you go back to your house, and all your sheets are fucked. That's the biggest thing. Is
You gotta lay down a towel.
Yeah, a period towel.
You gotta lay down a towel.
A period piece.
You learn that eventually.
I've learned it.
I feel like so many people are probably grossed out right now because period sex is just. I don't mind talking about it, but I know some guys. One dude that I had sex with, and you could not even talk to him about it.
Really?
And this fool was a fucking paramedic. Like he fucking delivered babies in ambulances before. And I was like, you can't even do period sex? He's like, bleh, bleh, no. Mm-mm. Like
What?
No. Girls' periods, shitting, farting, like all that was off topic. And I was like, this isn't going to fucking work.
Did I tell you my shit eating story?
Yes, but you need to tell it again.
Yeah, how can I change? I'm going to change this around a little, but it's pretty much the same. So one time I was with this girl, this many years ago, and we were on ecstasy, and we were at this party, and we went and hid in this party, and we were like just going to town on each other, and I pulled down her pants, and I was eating her from behind. I was just like, whatever, because I like to eat pussy. I like to eat ass is fine. I wasn't really going for the ass, but somehow I got there. And I guess it just felt so good because we were on ecstasy that she just forgot that, she just kind of was like, oh, this feels so good. Like right
She
on my
probably thought she was farting or like letting
Yes.
something out.
Yes. Like that's
And
usually when she would have probably went to the bathroom.
a little
and,
shit came out.
Yeah, and cleaned herself up a little. But no, it was on my mouth, and it was immediately like gags. Like I was wiping it on her own ass, trying because I didn't want to be like you just shit in my mouth, Like I didn't want to do that. So I was just trying to wipe it all off on her, and then I kind of went up. And then she starts making out with me, and I'm just like, oh my God, does she even know that she's just,
You're eating doo-doo, baby.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
a really good visual, though.
gargled
Like,
a lot.
a face with somebody's ass and just wiping.
Yeah,
They're-
I wanted to see when the next morning or that night her taking off her clothes and being like, what the fuck? 'Cause there must have been just shit everywhere.
That would be so.
And I don't even know.
Embarrassing.
I don't even know if it was just a teeny bit of shit or if it was a lot of shit. Like it could have just been like a little fart bubble that had a little poo in it. I don't know because I just tasted it immediately and just started going like all the spit and pussy juice that was in my mouth. I was just like blah, blah, like all of.
Oh, I only had sex on ecstasy once, and it was the best sex ever. I didn't come. I don't think he did either. But you're just like, it's amazing.
I fucking love ecstasy.
My roommate has never done it. I was telling her, I was like, you don't need to do it. Do not fucking do it. Because she loves...
She'll become addicted to it.
She would just love it. Like, she's already a happy-go-lucky, like, loving fucking person. And she would like it way too much.
I love it. I think the coolest part of it is where it's kind of like true serum almost, where you just like if you're with somebody, especially somebody that you're in a relationship with, and you take it, then next thing you know, you're just like, I've always wanted to tell you something, you know, like that always happens to me. Like the last time I did it, it was just like so many breakthroughs in the relationship that I had been in that it was just like, oh my god, this is like breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough, and
it was good.
Yeah.
That's good. I think I only took it once with a guy that I was dating, and he was a fuckhead. We just humped on it, and that was it. But
let's do a shot on humping on it.
God.
Cheers, shot number. Ching. We'll do air. Okay. Yeah, we gotta get somebody to help us out next time we do one of these. Oh fuck. Yeah. You're going to get me in trouble, I can tell, because I'm at this point. Shit.
That one wasn't that bad to me.
The last time, when I used to hang out with my friend that was from Texas, you guys from Texas seriously drink. I mean,
you fucking drink.
You drink and you do it every day, and you do.
I don't do it every day. I could go without it, but I feel like. Right now, I've been drinking a lot. I have.
I mean, that was the first night we went out a couple nights ago. We had 7.
We put it down.
Yeah, we put 7.
It was whiskey too. Fuck. I mean, I love whiskey, but fuck that. I can't. It's my body is like done with it. It doesn't want to consume that anymore. So I'm going to tequila now.
Tequila, which to me, I don't know if you had much experience with tequila because. Tequila usually makes me do it like the shit where the next day you wake up and you're like, what the fuck did I do? Oh my god, I can't believe this happened. You know, I usually get crazy on tequila.
That's how I am on whiskey. Like I get mean.
Mean? You're an angry drunk.
I can't get mean. I can get. Well, I am sometimes. Like I have a little switch. Like I can be really happy and fun and dancy and whatever, and then.
What's something that gets you out, like changes that?
I have no idea.
Is that usually out of the blue during a blackout, or is it just like, you know?
It's usually during blackout, yeah. But if something pisses me off, I just did some mean shit, especially to people that I love, and that I don't like that. So I quit drinking for a little while, actually, due to that.
I can't wait to see your mean side.
No, you don't want to see that.
It's funny because the Texas girls that I know, exact same thing. When they get drunk,
they
crazy. Fucking go crazy, and they're really mean and evil. Mm-hmm. Like evil shit too, not just mean, just evil shit.
Mine's not evil. I just like try to tackle people.
Oh, so you get violent.
I do.
Have you?
I think it runs in the family though, because my mom, I love her to death, but when she drinks, she can get moody, and then my dad, he's just fucking not nice when he's drunk. So I have both of those characteristics, and. It can come out when I'm drinking.
Yeah, you should not be drinking then, I guess.
I know. Oh, that's okay.
When was the last time you did something mean? But give me an example, like fucking throwing like
one of
bricks through windows.
No, but I was hanging out with one of my girlfriends, my really good girlfriends, and we decided to go. Well, this is when I was still in Houston a couple months ago. We went to Galveston, which is like the beach in Houston. We went and took our bikes down there and went riding around on our bikes and went bar hopping. We were having a great fucking time and went back to my friend's house. And by this time, I'm already blacked out because we started at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was probably like 12 or 1. And my friend, his house is like on stilts, so you have to go upstairs. and she has to work in the morning. Like, she has a 9 to 5 professional job, and supposedly she said she wanted to drive home, which Galveston's like 45 minutes away from where she lives, and I got pissed that she wanted to leave because she was drunk, and I tried to push her down the stairs. Like, I pushed her down the fucking stairs.
Like abortion style.
And then I started talking, like, saying really mean shit to her.
What if you would have killed her?
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't like it. I feel fucking horrible about it. Like, we talked about it the next day. I didn't remember anything that fucking happened. So she's telling me about it, and I just felt fucking horrible about it. And it made me want to stop drinking, because that's not the first occasion. Like, I can be fucking crazy. I feel bad for my ex-boyfriend again, because I fucking did some crazy shit to him, too.
Wow. Well, I mean,
But,
the not driving drunk thing, that's, pretty normal. I mean, not pushing down the stairs.
It sounds like I was trying to do the right thing, but I went about it all the wrong way.
Right.
That's kind of how that worked out. But luckily, she's super fucking understanding, and she's still one of my really good friends. But, like, shit like that, like, there's no need for that. If I would have been nice to her, she probably would have stayed. Like, it's okay, just stay here. No, bitch! And fucking shove her down the stairs. Even the neighbor, like, I borrowed the neighbor's fucking lighter to light a cigarette, and I still had his lighter when this shit's going on. And the neighbor's sitting on his porch, and I'm like, fuck your lighter! And I throw it in the yard, and it's just...
Have you done that since you've been here in California? Have you done anything crazy? Because maybe that was just your atmosphere. I mean, you're living on a fucking swamp. I think that gives you automatic, like, you could do whatever the fuck you want. You probably had shotguns on you.
I'm trying to remember. I've only been here, like, what, a month and a week. I don't think I've had really any... I haven't blacked out since I've been here.
Well, that's your problem right there.
It's not happening tonight either. I gotta eat a fucking sandwich after this or something. But no, I don't want to. Like,
I told you about that blackout podcast. You think you could do that?
Fuck no.
You don't think you could do that?
It's not that I don't think I can. I don't want to do that.
So what would happen? Say, like, we drank this whole
telling.
bottle of Kenzordoris, whatever the fuck has done, whatever, deer whiskey.
That's not whiskey, it's tequila.
Or
the deer
tequila.
Where's
Mexican
that made?
deers.
Was it made in Mexico?
Yeah. Made in Mexico. You could tell.
I feel like we shouldn't test that out tonight. I don't think that's a good idea.
No, actually,
I think it's a great idea for a podcast,
It's so hard on me, though. I did, 4 and 5, I don't remember, but it was, like, literally the whole week. I was gone the whole week. I was fucked up.
Yeah, I could imagine. That would take a toll on your fucking body.
Yeah.
And I can't even speak complete sentences when I'm just regularly hungover the next day, so... Yeah, but I think it's a great idea for a podcast, because you're just out of your fucking mind. And if people can, like, stand watching that... It's a great
people
idea.
love it. But you're not supposed to get AIDS from whiskey, I mean, that's...
And that shit might happen when you're blacked out.
Right.
It could happen.
Yeah. So
let's talk about your yeast.
Let's talk about
your
that.
Yeast story, because I found that really interesting.
Yeah. So I was remembering all these old stories from the past, and one of the things I was remembering was that I dated this girl. This is probably when I was 22, and she always got yeast infections. At first, because I would always come in her, because she was one of those girls that had birth control, so you just came in her all the time. So I used to always think that after we had sex, that the white shit on my dick was just my cum, that was just like frothed up or something, and I'm just like, ugh, One time, I fucking ate her out too, which really freaks me out, because I mean I didn't taste or smell
a yeast
different.
Infection on your mouth.
Yeah, but when I fucked her and after it was done, like I remember feeling it was like, this is a lot hotter than it's supposed to be, like it was temperature-wise. And when I pulled it out, literally my whole dick looked like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man just blew up, and it was all over me. And so I was like, what the fuck? And I did the old like wipe the shaft off thing, and it made like an ice cream cone in my hand. It was just like the size of an ice cream cone scoop.
Did it look like cottage cheese?
It looked, no, you know what it looked like? Mousse foam type shit. It just looked like mousse mixed with some oil or something. I don't know. It was very disgusting. Did you have
sex with her a lot? Like daily?
At that time, I would probably say, yeah, it was pretty close to daily.
Did you come in her every time?
Not every time. I mean, It was a lot of times I would pull it out, and then she would, I would come in her mouth, or something like that. because I think that's something that this girl liked to do, because you're supposed to, taste a little bit of your man's cum after every time, so it keeps the spirit inside you or something like that. It's like an old Buddhist thing.
Is that true?
No,
that's not true.
No, but she said
sounded good though.
There was something like that. It wasn't Buddhism. It was something like she did do this, and she did say it was because of that. Like, I think it's an Asian thing actually.
Was she Asian?
No. She was black. No, she was, no, she was just normal mutt.
Guys can get yeast infections too.
Yeah, and guys have them and they have no symptoms of them. So at that time,
you should have a fucking symptom. You should have dicky itch or dicky itch.
Yeah, you would think you would have dick itch, or you would have like every time you pee, you had like one of those little teeny like what's those little pretzels or. Yeah, a little pretzel comes out or something, before your piss comes out.
A pretzel?
Yeah, like some kind of like tube of cream should come out or something if you had it. Something.
You should have a itchy dick.
Yeah.
And balls.
Nope.
That's just the females. It's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
It's rude.
Have you ever had any fucking disgusting STDs?
Mm-mm.
Like crabs or gonorrhea or any of that fun stuff?
I'm fairly clean. I haven't slept with a lot of people in my life.
Oh, you haven't had sex in 8 months. That's
I mean, that's not true as of right now, but I mean, I told you, I'm a weird bitch when it comes to that.
Yeah, that is weird.
I tried to test it out, though. I tried to have sex thinking, like, just live my life and fucking date people casually and do all that, but I don't get anything out of it.
Well, you're supposed to get a dick out of it. You're supposed to be like, fuck yeah,
no,
I fucking
did.
came like 3 times.
Yeah,
you haven't gone through your slut phase?
No, that's what I'm waiting on. I keep thinking like my 30s is going to be my slut phase.
You have to just make yourself do it.
I thought I did do it, but it didn't work out. But I'm thinking maybe my 30s will be different because I'll be 30 this year and I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I did know that guy. I was in like so many long-term relationships up to recently where I even was in a relationship where I had sex maybe once a month. That's how horrible that relationship was. We dated for 8 years, and we would have sex once a month.
That's
but
like
it's
married life.
Yeah, it felt like married life.
That's not good.
Yeah, and then when I started dating this other girl, it started off, and then we started having sex like once a week or so, once every. Then I started dating a porn star, and that just broke me. Like, I don't know what it was. If it was just finally I'm dating somebody that knows how to give blowjobs. Oh wait, now I'm dating somebody that knows to do this or whatever. I don't even know. Or it was more adventurous. But then I became addicted. Like I actually went through a phase where I'm just like, all right, I am fiending for sex. And I've never had that my whole life. Even when I was 18, it was more like, no, I just want to get laid. But it wasn't like, no, I must have it every day and I'm precious. I haven't been like that. So now
What do you mean that it broke you though? Like,
I think it broke me to the point where now I'm just like, or I don't think I'm like that much now, but when I first started dating like this porn girl, like I got to the point where I was just like, no, I'm like I need sex every day. Like I'm fucking 38.
Why? Because it was good and you actually
yeah, I guess so. Or it went from having,
or maybe you felt like since she was fucking for a living that you had to like,
I think so,
fuck her all the time.
Or I think the porn girl liked fucking every day. She wanted it multiple times a day. And I think after, a year of doing that, you just kind of your brain gets brainwashed. Like, no, I must have it every day. I must have it twice a day.
Probably.
Yeah, like a routine. Yeah, so now I don't think I have that now because, I'm not doing it every day. And I'm not freaking out.
Yeah. I know a guy that's addicted to sex and masturbating and shit like that.
I didn't say anything wrong about masturbation's a different thing.
Well, I think he feels bad about it, but he's like kind of religious, so he feels like he's sinning when he does it, and to each your own, man. I don't know, like I kind of feel bad for him, but he feels bad about it. Like, I don't know what it's like to have a dick and want to fucking beat off every day. But
you don't beat off every day? You don't fucking sit there in the bathtub and do the drip drop?
No.
Have you ever done that?
Sat in the bathroom?
Dude, the thing where
on the toilet?
No, where girls sit in the bathtub and they turn on the faucet. I know.
No, and I've heard about that before. I heard somebody talking about it and I tried it once, but it didn't work out. I didn't understand it. It didn't do it for me. Maybe because I don't know.
Didn't have good water pressure? Or too much water
No, there
pressure?
was great water pressure. It just wasn't like stimulating enough. Maybe I don't know. It was weird.
Have you ever put like a garden hose in your vagina to see if you could like fill it up with water? Because I mean, I think if I had a vagina, I would be doing like all this shit. Like I'd be like trying to fill it up with water, and then trying to fill it, try to hold the water in, and then like do pranks where
No,
I'm
but
just
you know
walking
what I
around
want to
just blowing it
do?
up.
I saw fucking Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and like Khloe goes and sticks a fucking, I don't even know what these balls are called, Benoit balls?
Benoit balls, yeah.
And it has weight on it. Like
Yeah.
they weigh a certain amount, and you put them in your fucking pussy and you try to hold them there.
Yeah, and it tightens up your muscles.
Yeah, it strengthens your fucking vagina muscles. And I know that like doing Kegel exercises and all that strengthens your muscles, so it makes it to where you can have a stronger orgasm, which I need some fucking Benoit balls. Like, I want to give it a try. I want to see how long I can hold it in there.
So you
And if not, I just want to work out my vagina. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, well, I know a girl that uses those, and what's funny is that they fall out once in a while,
Oh, I'm sure.
And so if you're wearing shorts, if you're wearing Texas shorts or the Hooter shorts, it might just fall out on the floor and it roll away while you're in line at fucking CVS or something like that.
I don't know if I would go out in the public with it.
Can you imagine?
I mean, you could though. I would probably.
Can you imagine you're just sitting there in line, suddenly you hear.
I would probably wear like jeans or something with it if I was to wear shorts or a skirt. I'd have underwear on it. Might like cup it like balls, how balls do with boxer briefs or something. I don't know. Maybe that's an experiment to try.
Have you ever experimented with women?
No.
No, why not? That's a Texas thing.
Is that a Texas thing?
Usually your sister, but it's
My sister's so young. She's in high school. I'm about
Is
to be
she?
30, yeah.
Is she same as you or the same personality? Is she pulling out tampons
No,
and
she
texting them?
she's a good kid. She's super fucking smart. She doesn't fuck around with drugs or drink. Like she's a really good kid, and I hope she never does that. But she's like half my age.
Half your age, yeah.
Yeah. My dad, it's a different woman than my parents. She's my stepsister.
All right.
And so, yeah, she's a good kid though.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, we, I'm getting, the alcohol is getting to me right now. We need another shot though.
No. Eat a fucking blueberry. You know what would be a good idea? We should take a blueberry and smash it up in that tequila and see what it tastes like.
Oh, that's a good
Then
idea.
it's like being healthy and getting drunk.
Is
at
the
the same
blueberries
time.
still over there? Or blackberries still over there?
Is that what you got? Blackberries?
Blackberries.
I don't know.
Blackberry
I think you
tequila.
put them in the refrigerator over there, didn't you?
I don't know. Let's start. What was your first time having sex? Were you really young?
Yeah.
Like how young?
14.
14. You beat me
know.
by 1 year.
It was, yeah.
What was it?
It was my first my first boyfriend. And it was super stupid. But I dated him off and on for 4 years, all throughout high school. And some shit went down my freshman year, and then I didn't have sex until I graduated high school. I didn't have sex for 4 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing this that you're getting into situations where you don't have sex for very long chunks of time.
I feel like I'm in therapy right now. For real, I feel like I'm about to start learning some things about myself that I...
How many blackberries should I put in this tequila? You think 2, maybe?
Yeah, but you need to, like, mash them.
Oh, I'm gonna mash it.
Mash the motherfuckers.
Mash it with the head of my dick.
Ugh.
Put 3 in there. I got crabs
You're getting
once.
crazy.
And we were talking about this recently because I don't think that crabs you don't really hear about anymore. And I guess with all the girls doing the shaving of the pubic hair, I guess
And
they're
guys
actually
do that
becoming
shit
extinct.
too.
They're becoming extinct. I
But
heard.
I don't... Oh, I was looking up disgusting shit yesterday. And one of them was talking about crabs where... Besides them just being in your pubes, they can be on your chest, they can be in your facial hair, they can be in your eyebrows, or the hair on your head, and that's, like, disturbing. Like, that's like fucking lice, but they're crabs. I wonder how close they are together. What the... Are you really doing that like that?
Yeah.
You're about to finger fuck my shot.
No, I took the cellophane off my cigarette, turned it inside out, put my finger inside of it.
It's like a finger condom
It's a
for
finger
fucking
condom for-
berry smashing for
That's
the
right.
shots. All right.
That's not a bad idea, right? Ooh, this is gonna be yummy. This looks like your belly button.
Your belly pus-filled blood button. So let's talk about butt plugs real quick.
Okay.
Have you used one?
On a girl?
On yourself?
No, I don't. I am one of the few guys, because I know most guys like this. I don't like anything in my butt. Like I even have a bit where I say, you know, my butthole I save it for marriage. Like you're not even allowed to look at it. You can't lick it.
You don't want to look at, dude. Being a chick, like, this is really fucked up.
I mean, have you ate guys' ass before?
I've never licked an ass.
Good. You don't want that.
I have tried on ex-boyfriends to stick my finger in their ass while giving them a blowjob, just because, like, you hear that that's good, but they don't let you, or they didn't let me. I think it's because
guys are gross.
But no, you know what? Guys' assholes are fucking disgusting looking. And we watched that video earlier, and that shit was fucking horrible.
Oh, the Jew clam?
Like,
yeah.
Guys need to get their assholes waxed.
Well,
They just need to wax that whole area. That's just it. Well, I guess if they want ass play, but a lot of guys I don't think want that.
No guys really want. And plus we have, like you said, they need to get it waxed. We have eyelashes
Or do something with
on
it,
our butthole.
Like, eyelashes
that just collect. Like every time you wipe, you can't. I mean, you have to shampoo and condition
That's
that.
like Dingleberry
Right.
Central, dude. And Dingleberry's like, I can't imagine that being good for y'all. Like the hair gets stuck down, or the poop gets stuck in the hair. You gotta like get a wet washcloth and like wash it off or rip it out. Have you had dingleberries, Brian?
Have I had dingleberries?
Let's talk about your dingleberries.
No, but
no. What are you doing?
It's a pencil, a new pencil that has never been used. I'm using to stir our tequila blackberry.
This is a horrible
concoction. All right, there you go.
Oh, give me the bigger one.
It's not.
Is that the bigger one? Put them side by side. All right, thanks.
Cheers. Too much. All right. That's great. All right, here we go.
Dude, this is the healthy
shit.
Can people see this?
Yeah, this is one of those drinks that you actually just have to chug the whole thing because there is a bottom that has blackberries in it.
I have a story about a shot like this.
All right. You had to drink that. You fucked it up.
I'm the worst shot taker ever because I hold shots in my mouth.
You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to put it in your mouth so you don't taste it.
So speaking of, I worked at a... Okay, let's talk about bloody queefs.
I didn't know they existed. I actually...
They're funny. I mean,
I was just joking. Like I had said, like, do bloody queefs really happen? Because I imagine in my head, like a bloody queef being like that part in Pulp Fiction where they go over the speed bump and that shoots that dude's brain into the back of the car. That's what I imagine. Just like a white wall and you queef and it's just splatted. Like somebody get a headshot.
No, like they exist because queefs exist.
Yeah, you think queefs usually only happen after sex or something? Or?
No, there's bitches that can queef on command. And what's weird is that I can't fucking do that. I can't make myself queef. Yeah, I've tried.
Try it right now.
No, I'm not doing that right now.
Just try sucking air. Can you suck in air? Can you feel it?
No, I can just like do Kegels and that's it. I've never really tried that hard. But I know people that can do it. But a bloody queef is an interesting feeling. It almost feels like you're peeing on yourself a little bit because there's like wetness. No, it's not a mist, but there's like wetness coming down. And usually it only happens when I'm on my period and I laugh really hard. Like if someone makes me laugh really hard, I'm just like, ha! And then I feel like come out from there. It's I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry.
No,
but it's a real thing, and
that's like you can only do it if you don't have a tampon in it. I'm guessing, like if you're.
No, yeah, you can do it with the tampon.
With a tampon,
yeah.
So it goes around the sides of it, and so it's got like a nozzle almost, like a. So
when the flow is heavy,
it just
shit gets
it bypasses
like
it.
It does. It'll go around it, or like maybe it gets super saturated, so it's still like leaking out or whatever. But it still happens. But I was working at a bar. And I made a shot called the Bloody Queef, and I basically would put like vodka and sweet and sour in a shot glass, and I'd get like cherries, and I'd mash them up and put them in the shot. And this is before I had ever bartended in my life.
What did the people at Applebee's think about this?
Well, the shot didn't stay. Like my
like,
boss let me. I was like, "Can I make a shot?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Let's do this," and I it's a bloody queef. And he's like, nope,
Nope,
we're not going to do
nope,
that because
no.
that's fucking disgusting.
The people here at Olive Garden did not enjoy your bloody queefs. Where was it? At like a real restaurant bar or just
No,
a
it was
shithole?
a bar. No, it's not a shithole. It's called 2 a Days. It's in Houston,
Cool.
Pearland, Texas. I worked there for like a year and a half, almost 2 years.
So you're a
off
pretty
and
good
on.
bartender on top of everything?
I mean, I can make some shit. I was a waitress there.
Oh.
I've bartended before, though. Sherlock's.
Sherlock's. Everyone loves Sherlock's.
Sherlock's in Dallas. Addison.
That's right.
It's a busy motherfucker.
Been there many times.
Yeah. That place is cool, though. One of my regulars died on me, though. That was really sad.
One of your regulars died?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a dead body? You want that dick?
You know you want that dick. I love that song.
I know. It's my favorite.
I don't think I've seen a dead body in the flesh. Does that even make
In the
sense?
flesh, you never seen somebody die? I saw one person die, and it was disgusting. It was on the highway, and his brain was coming out of his head, and I saw him splat up against a car. He was a construction worker, and I get out of my car, and all these other construction workers oh my God, we need to wrap up his head. And I'm just like, his brain's coming out of his head. I don't think they can just put that back in there and
Don't touch it.
tape it.
Yeah.
He's going to be like normal. I think he's dead. I didn't say that, but I just kind of looked at him like, I'm fat. No, I'm just saying, I don't want to take off my shirt. I was like, it was like a swimming pool kind of thing where I'm just like, and then somebody else took off their shirt. I'm like, all right.
I'm a weirdo, and I'm into that type. Not into it, but like death intrigues me, and like ghosts and spirits and the afterlife, and I do want to see a dead body. But my regular, that was a friend of mine that died. This is getting all sad and shit.
Yeah, that's really sad. Did you at least blood
But
queef on him before he died, or?
No, but he was a cool ass motherfucker, and I think I don't know. He was dead at one point when I was looking at him. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, why would you bring it up then?
Because we were talking about dead shit. I mean, I don't want to get into it. I could tell the story, but it's like, wah, wah.
Yeah,
And we don't need any of that.
Nobody's got time
We're supposed to
for
be
that.
talking about fucking bloody vaginas and fucking yeasty dicks. But I do
When
like,
you had your poop the other day, because you just said you didn't poop for 2 days, and you said that's pretty normal because you eat so much cheese.
it happened, finally.
Yeah, was it just one big blob
You
where
know
you're
what happens,
satisfied,
and this
or
is-
was it just like one solid turd?
It was throughout the day. It was several different sittings because I'm the type that needs to sit down and like read a book and relax my asshole before
and that's
I
how
shit.
hemorrhoids. That's how you get hemorrhoids.
Well, I don't want to force it out.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna relax, take my motherfucking time. Don't rush me when I'm shitting. My roommate, this bitch goes in there. She's in there for like 45 seconds and she's out. I was like, "Did you just take a dump?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm done." I can't do that. I can't fucking do that. And it makes me sad because I used to be able to do that when I was younger. Maybe it's my metabolism because I'm getting older, but it takes me a while. I do have a poop story that was really funny that happened before I left to come here. I was hanging out with my friend that I tried to push down the stairs, and we were drinking margaritas all day. And I had to take a dump, and so I'm in the bathroom, and I'm in there for like maybe like 10, 15 minutes. So she comes in there, and she's taking a leak or whatever, and I feel so horrible telling this story right now. I take a shit and I get up. I'm like, all right, I'm done. And I go to flush the fucking toilet and I'm like opening the stall to walk out and she's like washing her hands. And I look over and the fucking turd, like it was a big turd. It didn't go down the fucking toilet. Like it got stuck. Like here's the hole to the toilet bowl where like shit flushes down into it.
Right.
The turd was like laid over it like this.
Oh,
and
so-
stuck.
yeah,
Like
right.
it wasn't like going down the hole. And I was like, come look at this. Like the turd won't flush. It won't break. And she's like, oh my God. So we're laughing hysterically. I try to flush it again. And it like rolls around again and then just gets stuck. And I'm like, dude, this fucking turd is like thick and it won't break. It's a strong turd. We had to flush it 4 times before it
You
finally
didn't
broke
just
in
like
half.
take a toothbrush and cut it in half, or
I was at a restaurant.
oh, well, you should have just walked away.
No. I wanted to see that turd go down the toilet.
Now, are you a proud turd person? Like, are you one of those people that like sends photos of your turds to friends?
No, I have friends that send me their turds, which grosses me out. But no, I never send
Well,
turd
I'm
pictures.
good now. Now I know that somebody new to send my turd pics to. That needs to be an
Send
app.
me, You know what? You don't need to send turd pictures. There needs to be an application where you can like randomly like smell shit through your phone, and you're like, ugh.
Randomly smell things.
Like a smell, like if your phone, you can hear shit and you can see it, but now you need to be able to smell.
Yeah,
shit.
the smell-o-vision definitely needs to. What they need,
Smell-o-vision.
yeah, what they need is they just need some kind of liquid that could be any liquid. You know, like it's almost a programmable liquid, which I don't think exists until the Terminator comes out. You know, real Terminators, where there's like a liquid that you can program. Is there
Into your
liquids that you can
phone?
program?
What do you mean programming a what?
Like you're like a liquid. Imagine being able to, like if there was a liquid that you could be like, all right, you smell like strawberry, you smell like raspberries, like you know, you smell like pizza. Like it's just something that you know can make smells based off of like a file. You know, like you can upload a file and it's just like, all right, you just uploaded lasagna smell, and then it smells like lasagna. That'd be cool. Some kind of liquid that, or not. I guess it doesn't have to be a liquid, but I just imagine it has to
like something. You like let it the phone smell it or something. And
dude, that would be cool.
Oh, this was a fucking cigarette, and it,
right.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult. That's gonna be really fucking difficult. You know what's about to be really good though, and you're gonna drink it.
What? No, I'm not drinking.
This shit is marinating right now in
well,
tequila.
you have to drink that. You have
it's
to,
like the worm, but it's not, and it's healthy, and you're on a health kick. So this is going into your mouth.
I just drank mine. You haven't drank yours.
This is going.
You
in
made
your
me.
mouth.
I had to fucking crush those berries.
Look, I drank like 2 beers more than you, so
No,
this
you
is yours.
Didn't.
Yeah, you didn't drink on your
Whatever.
last podcast.
I don't want that. That's yours. That's all yours.
Brian, don't be a pussy,
I made that for you. You didn't even drink it.
dude. It's a load. I can't swallow.
Act
a load.
like it's a big black dude's load. Just do it. See if you can do it. Imagine it in your head. Imagine a guy just standing over you, big black guy. You met him at a truck stop. He's been.
It's not a good scenario.
Just take it. Try to take it.
I
did mine. Try to do
I'll
yours.
give it a whirl,
right.
but
Just drop it in your mouth. Plop it like it's hot.
Plop it like it's hot.
Plop it hot. That's right. Tyrone is gross. What a pussy.
You just fucking snorted.
What a pussy.
You were like.
I fucking did mine like a champ.
I wish there was a way you could see, like, if anybody's watching this,
Oh,
and
I'm
they
watching.
could, like, type.
I'm watching. I'm reading Twitter right now.
What?
David says that, Kayla is an awesome addition to Death Squad. There you go.
Aww. That was sweet, David.
Perfect description. It's a crime scene talking about period sex.
It's true, dude.
Only Redban can make period sex talk entertaining. Blood clots, belly buttons, pound signs. Smooth as fuck. Oh, hot chicks really do shit on saran wrap.
I don't want to do. I don't want to. I'm glad there might be like 2% of the population in the world that don't get grossed out and appreciate the nasty shit that I did when I was young and really fucking disgusting and fucked up. But
were you, when you were younger, was it even worse? Were you like before you were?
I just did not give a fuck. Like I didn't.
Did you grow up a tomboy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you hung out with a lot of guys.
I've always been like that. But I used to wear my big brother's clothes to school, like that in the 6th grade. I would wear his t-shirt and his jeans. That camera keeps reminding me of one of your fucking mannequins, and I keep looking and I'm like, what is that thing right there? But yeah.
So you like the way your brother smells?
But no, I'm just glad that my younger grossness is appreciated now. It's good.
I mean, I was pretty gross growing up. Just doing gross things, especially with like neighborhood kids, and neighborhood girls would play doctor with them, would put pencils inside them and smell them and stuff. It was awesome. Did you? Did you ever?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did you play doctor with the neighborhood kids?
Get that fucking camera off me.
Wow, there's something came up. You must have.
If I didn't put it on the internet, I don't want to talk about it. This is making me have to pee.
Go pee.
I'm not ready yet. I mean, it's there. It's almost there. Hold on. Oh, I want to go back to butt plugs real quick.
Oh, speaking of butt plugs, there was a time where a girl had a butt plug in, and it was actually one of those butt jewelries where it was like a butt plug, but then at the end of it, it looked like a diamond. And so it's like, oh, I got a diamond in my butt.
I got a pretty asshole.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Oh, no, they make them. I don't know if you... They even
That's weird, but it's a great idea.
They even sell them on, I think, Amazon, where it's butt plugs.
Why
and
would
then,
they not just pierce their asshole? Like with the little jewelry like they do with the people that get like shit randomly on their body.
'cause they like to feel it. Feel.
Oh.
See, some girls I think have the nerves in their asshole are lined up better so that they actually can have orgasms through ass
I'm
sex
sure
and
there's
stuff
people
like
that
that.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's people that enjoy it.
But they also make them where it's like a butt plug, and then the part sticking out of the asshole is a tail. You know, so it looks like you have a tail. But anyways, I was.
Oh my god.
This was recent too. Like I was having sex with this girl, and she was on top of me, and she had a butt plug in. I had no idea she had a butt plug in, and it was one of those big glass ones, like the real heavy glass one. It's pretty big. And when I was fucking her, it just shot out of her butt, I guess, you know, because of pressure. But it fell on my balls, and it just seriously. Imagine like going yeah, and then somebody punching you in the balls. That's what it felt like. It was horrible. But why are you so interested in butt plugs?
Because I was trying to remember like weird. I have the worst memory ever. It's hard for me to remember what I did yesterday if I really think. And I was trying to come up with like different stories of shit that has happened, and I date a lot of Mexicans.
You do?
Yeah.
So you like Mexicans?
No, they're not like super fucking, like super duper Mexicans, but like, yeah, they're Mexicans because they're passionate when they have sex, and it's fucking great. But I was
because they're like, I've never had
like,
such a hot white girl.
No,
This is not like the normal 200-pound Mexican girl that I have sex with that has no waist. I'm actually fucking a hot white chick. That's why they're fucking acting like that.
No, well, this one dude that the one I dated for like 2.5 years, which I caught him cheating on me, and that's great. We went to a sex shop one time, and we purchased a butt plug, among other things. And I had him wear it, like walk around. But it wasn't like, I think he wore it during sex. I'm trying to remember, but I just distinctly remember him wearing it.
Was it his idea or yours?
It was totally my idea.
Oh.
I'm totally
so you're
the
just the
person to
dominant
like
one.
get
You're
some,
just-
like
yeah.
I think of the fucked up ideas, and if somebody wants to do them, then I'm all about it. I'm trying to remember if I stuck that in my ass.
So you're very dominant in a relationship, obviously, if you're making your men wear butt plugs.
Well, sometimes, but not all the time. I guess it just depends on the person. He was submissive, though, because he cheated on me. So I was like, you're making this shit up for the next 2 years, and then we're breaking up.
Wow, you dated him after he cheated on you.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't, yeah.
So I guess you're not very dominant after all.
I mean, this was like, yeah. No, I don't know. Hold on. Don't make me fucking think this shit through right now. I just remember him walking around wearing it in his ass. He probably didn't enjoy it though. No,
What?
there's no way that he would enjoy that.
What? I'm sorry,
But
man.
I think the
fucking fruitcake.
I think the only reason I really remember this thought is because he left for a few months, and this is in the midst of filming all the Moose Knuckle shit, and me and my girlfriend, we would carry a video camera around all the time and just record us doing, like, whatever, like, even talking and having conversations. And we went out to eat, and we were talking about that. I was like, oh, yeah, so-and-so, they fucking put the butt plug in, was walking around and doing all this shit. And I was, like, talking to her about it, and we were laughing about it. And then this motherfucker came home, and I left him at my house, and he went through my shit and found the video recorder and fucking watched it and saw that I was talking about it, and he got pissed. But motherfucker,
He was probably watching all your
you
shit.
probably liked it. Why are you getting mad right now? It wasn't like it was big. It was like a beginner's baby butt plug.
No, but that's fucked up. That's no guys.
He did it.
No, I'm saying it's fucked up that one that you.
I was talking about.
You're probably like, yeah, I got him wearing a fucking butt plug with a little fruitcake.
Look, he could have said no, okay? He could have
He
said
could have
no.
easily said no.
He could have said no.
Unless he didn't understand. He was like, no habla inglés.
Dude, he's married with kids now, so you know what?
Well,
They probably...
did they adopt, obviously, because men can't have kids. Oh, you mean like a woman? He's married to a woman.
He's married to a woman. A Mexican woman. I told him, I was like, you need a Mexican bitch. Not a bitch, but a Mexican woman.
So you still dating Mexicans? Is that your thing?
The
Because
last dude
you
I
must be in
dated-
heaven right here now in L.A. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you just go to like Home Depot and just fucking sit there and like
Fucking
sliver.
Get in the car, all of y'all, all 20 of y'all. Get in my trunk. We're going home.
Just masturbate at fucking the parking lot.
The last dude I humped was Mexican. He was super fucking cool. He was like Mexican American, like he was half white, half Mexican. Passionate. He was fun. He was cool.
So you
But
want
he was
your
all
whole
fucked
thing's
up.
passion.
Well, no, because they're just like, rah, like they're very like. There's no thinking involved when they fuck. Like they're very.
They take charge.
Yeah, they're different insects.
I think you've
than
just
other
had
people.
very bad
I
experiences.
mean, I
with
haven't
white
had a
guys,
lot of
I guess.
sexual partners, so I guess maybe like it doesn't count. I've only slept with like I think it's 10 people, and I'm 29 years old.
That's not bad.
It's not bad,
But, I mean, Mexican
I
counts
guess I
for
just
10.
don't have a lot of experience, you know. So it doesn't. Hold on, should I count right now how many of them were Mexican?
Oh,
I don't
jeez,
really
it
want
might
to
be
think that hard right
depressing.
now. Let's not. I don't want to think
You're
that hard
gonna
right
ruin
now.
your whole audience, your whole sex appeal.
They're like, dude, fuck this. Beaner loving bitch. We are
Beaner
done.
blood clot loving bitch.
Fuck this. No, they're fun though. I learned how to make fucking really badass pico de gallo and tacos. I'm serious.
You had
That
the
same
most-
dude, his mom, she was like straight from Mexico, sweetest lady alive. She made homemade salsa and fucking tacos, and they were like the shit that you drool over. And she showed me how to make it, and I got one good thing out of that relationship, and that was to make tacos.
Man, you probably had a fine-looking yard that even Hank Hill was like, mm-hmm.
No, they never fucked with the yard.
No?
No.
Don't take your business home. No shop.
No. Hey, are you ready to drink the rest of these berries?
No, I don't. But
Dude,
I don't want it. I really
be a
don't want it.
pussy.
I already.
Come on.
I don't want your fucking.
It's fucking
I don't want you,
healthy.
trust me. I don't want your Mexican backwash. Fucking mouth probably has.
Dude, listen, yeasty
fucking
dick.
a soccer game in your mouth right now.
Dude, I
So
was trying to think of something real good for that. And my mind went blank because I've drinking a lot of tequila. Oh, and we're drinking tequila. Like, that's going to help.
no.
That's my
So now I see
Mexican
why
problem.
you're drinking. Yeah. See, you're drinking tequila
Look,
there.
you're fucking, you're agging it on for me. You're agging it on. Now
I just wanna see
we're
the
going to go
anger.
back to Los Feliz, and you're going to drop me off in the corner, and I'm going to fucking have
Oh
a great...
wait, never even thought. Los Feliz. Look at this.
Everything in California is Mexican named.
Burbank.
That's the only place. Glendale.
That's Armenian.
Oh. Corona?
Corona. That's Mexican.
Obviously, Venice isn't.
No. No. Only where you live.
Bernardino?
Only the one place you decided to live because of your addiction.
Are you hiccuping because you're drunk already?
No, I just
Oh.
got a lot of fucking
Shit in you?
tequila in me. It's a lot of. I don't drink like this.
If
that
you're
much.
sitting there talking shit about being kind of drunk right now.
I'm not.
and
I'm not drunk.
Oh, you just hiccuped and
Dude,
burped and started
I'm
bitching
ready
about
to,
drinking.
I'm ready to finish this whole bottle.
That-
I'm ready to make this a
we're not
blackout
doing
cast.
No, we're not doing a blackout podcast broadcast. This beer's good though.
Should we prank call somebody?
Yeah.
And who do you want to prank call?
I don't know. I feel like we should do some Texas people. Maybe some people that
Or should we just open
Love
up the phone
you.
lines and for people that are listening to see what people have to say?
you could do that. I'm scared.
Are you
If somebody
scarred?
hates me, I'm gonna
gonna
cry
cry?
and close my eyes. Yeah, I don't.
Go into your safe spot.
I'm like you.
Who should we call then? Definitely don't say the phone number out loud.
Let me look real quick.
Uh,
Oh.
Well, the phone.
Oh, I have somebody. I have a good person.
Okay, well, text it to me right now, and then
Text you what, their number?
text me the phone number, and I'll call. And do you want me to start it? Do you want me to
You can
prank
start
them?
it.
Is this a guy?
Yeah. He's cool as fuck, though.
How about we just do a girlfriend of yours? So it's easier
it's a
on
good guy.
I don't want to. All right. What should I do?
This guy knows who you are, so.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Oh, okay. You want to.
I want to.
You want to prank call somebody?
So that's not.
That doesn't know.
That won't know who the fuck is what's going on.
Okay, so straight up prank calling.
Straight up prank calling.
Well, a lot of my contacts are Texas people, and it's like 1 o'clock. What is today? Tuesday?
It's Texas.
They might be asleep already. Let me see. Let me look. This sounds like a lie.
Let's just open up the phone lines too.
Do that. That's a good idea.
Okay. We'll take a couple calls. Not that many, but if you're listening and you want to join in, text us not text us. Call us on the Death Squad line, which is 818-748-8406. Again, that's 818-748-8406. And we'll take your call. Call about a gross story. I wish there were some women listening. I want to hear more gross women stories.
A personally gross sex story. Maybe something with bloody queefs or...
I do have a... Well, it's not gross. It's just more like... Yeah, I better not even say that one.
Okay. No. Spill that shit right now.
No, it's just...
You have to tell it. Why won't you want it? Is it personal?
No, it's not personal. It's just not that good.
Oh. If it's not amazing, well, I think you should tell it anyways. Maybe somebody might like it. Somebody out there might get a giggle out of it, and that's what matters, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying, you know what? The more I think about it, I don't even know if this phone number is even turned on anymore. Let me see.
Get your shit together, Brian.
Get your shit together.
Get it together.
I think it might be. I don't know.
I'm going through, like, numbers, like, list of names and numbers, and I don't think anybody would be awake right now.
Oh, I see what's happening. I turned off the ability to have people call me.
That's not a good thing.
Well, it is when you're doing interviews and you don't want fucking people calling
Blowing
your
your
interview
shit up.
and stuff like that. Let me see how do I get this back on.
There's a part of me that wants you to play Backseat Freestyle so people can enjoy that song and the big booty black bitch that bounces that ass and the rest of the half end part of that video.
Okay, now the number should be working. It's 818-748-8406. Let me see. Oh, it's still ringing. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Hey, what's up? You're on Dysentery.
I was saying I want to shit on your face.
Whose face? Redban's?
Not mine. She wants to shit on your face.
I said.
All right. I don't feel like talking just about some screaming guy. He said he wanted to shit on your face, Kayla.
That was so sweet.
Have you ever had somebody shit on you? Have you ever experiments with body fluids like piss? Have you been pissed on in sex? Or I used to pee inside of a girl, in the shower.
No, I've never... No, I haven't. Is that sad?
Yeah.
I've never been shit on.
Yeah, man.
Hey, what's up? You're on Dysentery.
What am I supposed to be talking about?
So, have you ever had anything completely disgusting happen to you with like a girl or
Regarding sex.
Regarding sex, or you have a good poop story?
I do some pretty weird stuff with my girlfriend.
Is there shit?
Like, at least I think most people would think it's weird. Sometimes when she gives me blowjobs, she'll like lick my asshole. That's pretty weird, right?
Why would you let her lick your asshole? Do you maintain your asshole pretty well, or do you just don't give a shit if she eats it?
Yeah, she does. She definitely makes me shave it.
Oh, you shave it.
I do it anyways, and it makes it easier to wipe after you take a shit.
How do you shave it? Do you use a mirror?
It's a good thing to do.
Do you use a mirror to do it, or like
You squat down when you do that, right?
Nah, just squat down in the shower.
I knew it.
Squat down.
That's how I shave my vagina. I squat.
I've tried Nair on the asshole, but that was horrible, and
Dude,
it really
you're
burned.
You're going to burn your fucking asshole doing that. Fuck that.
Yeah, you don't really need a mirror as long as you you pretty much know what you're touching. It's
You can
pretty
feel it
sensitive
out.
down there. If you need a mirror, you're probably a retard.
Well, I just have, I have a lot. I'm a hairy guy, and so when it comes to my taint area, I've used like clippers to kind of like trim it down a little, but never like just straight up razor blade to butthole. I've never done that.
It's not.
Oh, dude, I'm straight razor blade, man. Straight razor blade.
Yeah,
I need to
maybe
try
for the
that.
hairier people, you should wax it, and then it lasts longer too.
Wax it?
Yeah,
Oh.
dude, it's like
No, that would
rip
hurt.
that shit. Well, yeah, of course it's gonna fucking
would hurt so
but
bad.
you just fucking do it and get it over with.
Yeah, but that's your butthole. If that shit rips off, where are you
Supposedly,
gonna poop?
okay. I
Yeah,
have
it's
good
so
girlfriends.
sensitive. Like, it would burn
Yeah,
for days.
we're talking about
things like.
your balls are gonna hurt if you wax them. I have a video on the internet of me waxing my
Yeah.
ex-boyfriend's balls. But your
You-
asshole, that's
what?
different, dude.
You wax?
You let you do that?
Yeah.
What kind? All right, so this
He was high as fuck, and
is this the Mexican?
no, well, he's another half Mexican, but
So
yeah,
you-
no, there's a video of me waxing his balls on the internet.
Wow. So you're that.
You are, like, you're super dominant. You're, like,
Yeah.
you're waxing your boyfriend's balls and shit, and you're, like, making them wear butt plugs.
Well,
You're like, this is kind of crazy.
this is my thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think of fucking really bad ideas, and then the people that will do them with me, I do them.
I
And
think there's something deeper to this. I think you have this thing against guys, and you're trying to hurt their buttholes and their private parts.
I didn't do anything to his
Yeah.
asshole.
This-
You get off on it. You think it's awesome. Like,
think it's
making
fucking
them do all this
hilarious.
shit and, like, putting them through pain.
I think it's hilarious. I did go to a palm reader recently. He's like, "You like to hit guys," and I was like, "You know what? I do like to
well,
hit
there we
guys."
go. And you're an angry drunk.
Yeah, it's bad.
Wow. So,
just-
and you've never been with women before. I think we might have a breakthrough of dysentery coming up soon.
Oh Jesus.
What if I? All right. Thanks a lot for the call, man. What if we bring a girl on?
No, don't start bringing in your weird fucking podcast shit like the fucking Ding Dong show we watched last night. That shit ain't going on here, dude.
What if we bring in a girl that likes girls, and we do a blackout podcast with her,
No.
and then you experiment with her?
No. No. No.
Because it seems like maybe that's something that you might like. Because guys, you're like, hey, I want to put things in their butthole. I want to fucking rip their balls off.
No.
I mean, and you're dating outside of your race, so you might be like,
That doesn't mean shit. I'm just open my No, race is nothing.
you're on dysentery.
King.com. Allison. Veronica, I want to shit on your face.
That's not Veronica's
I
not
love
here.
you, buddy.
That's
I love you, buddy.
This is Kayla.
I know it is.
All right. He said Allison and Veronica. I want to shit on your face. Hey, you're on dysentery.
Hey, man, I got a delay. I've got a shit story.
Awesome.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
So one of the first times I ever had sex.
I want to
Oh
I was
shit.
in a date.
You're cutting out, man. Are you on a celly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could hear every other word. Hey, why don't you hang up and try to call me right back? Let's take another call. Don't forget, if you guys want to make a phone call here, the number is 818. Hold on, let me look at it. Beep, 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 beep. I almost gave out my real number. 818-748-8406. You're on dysentery. Hello? Clarice? For people that are calling, you have to actually talk. That's how phones work. Again, we are here at Death Squad. This is our first dysentery episode back with Kayla. The reason I wanted to bring this back is because there's a lot of podcasts that we started here at Death Squad that I just haven't. I've kind of been ignoring, for different reasons. And this was always one of my favorite ideas for a dysentery one. You're on dysentery.
Hey, Brian, I just want to say I've been watching you guys, for the last 2 years, and I kind of clown, but I just love your work, you and Joe and everything. So
Thanks,
keep
man.
on doing the Death Squad. I got one of your original Zero T-shirts, and peace out.
Thanks, man.
Seattle Death Squad.
All right, Hail Death Squad. That's a good idea, Hail Death Squad. He might have foreshadowed something. Hey, you're on dysentery.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, this girl, who is this girl?
Her name is Kayla. Why, are you going to be rude and an asshole?
No, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm sorry. It's just that I just tuned in, and I'm not sure who she is, and I just got caught up late.
This is Kayla.
What is her claim to fame?
Her claim to fame?
I have no claim to fame. I'm just a normal person that does weird shit.
Yeah.
Now wait. Okay, this is my question. I'm sorry. I was just trying to get caught up with up to date. Now you said the Mexicans are passionate. Like, what Mexicans are we talking about? Are we talking about Spanish Mexicans, or are we talking about like Native American Indian type Mexicans?
Yeah. Are you more messing around with Puerto Ricans or that kind of style Mexican?
One of them was Spanish. And then the other one was mixed. I don't know what type of Mexican he was.
But he wasn't in.
But he was half Mexican, half French. And then there was another one.
So you're basically going out with dudes that look like Eric Estrada, right? That's the kind of Mexicans we're talking about?
I don't know who Eric Estrada is.
Eric Estrada is from Chips.
No? Yeah, I still
Chip,
don't know.
man, how could you not know who Chips is?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
She doesn't. She grew up in a swamp, so she doesn't have a TV.
I'm like digging shit out of my teeth on here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Why, are you Mexican? Are you offering your penis to her?
No, I'm not Mexican, but it's just that I've never heard anybody claim Mexicans as being passionate.
Really?
It's more like, guys from Spain or guys like from,
what are you?
I don't know, the jungles of the Amazon, I don't know.
What are you?
From the...
Oh, I'm actually from Spain. I'm half Sicilian, I'm half Spanish.
Okay, so...
But I'm considered, like passionate because I'm Italian. But, Italians always, they think they're the best, the best shit in the world,
Yeah, I agree with you, sir. I when I think passionate, I definitely don't think Mexican. I definitely think, like, Italians, maybe French people, because they're all creepy and shit.
One of these was half Mexican, half French. I don't think... When I say passionate, I mean, like... There's a lot of... Sometimes... People, I think, overthink. They think too much when they're fucking. Like, they're thinking of what they're going to do next, or they're just in their head too much. And I've just experienced with Mexicans, like, there's no thinking, and they just are, like, feeling what they're doing. I know it's not a Mexican thing. Like, anybody can do that shit.
That's a quote. You just said a quote right there, by the way. When I'm with a Mexican, there's no thinking. I'm just kidding.
Know. It's just my experience with it.
You're not working around Mexicans that have that drug that they give it to you and they like put you in hypnosis. Maybe that's what's going on.
Yeah, maybe you've just been GHP'd a lot.
Yeah, no.
The zombie drug.
They're like, I got the Mexican pharmacy, to my disposal. So I'll just.
Yeah, man. You can get steroids and zombie drugs over there.
That's right.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, man. Thank you very much for the call. Yeah, he's right. I honestly...
Get this out. Hold on, I'll fix that.
Just put a little beer in there, yeah. A little beer with berries.
Beer and berries, baby.
Beer and berries.
It's foaming. I mean, it just doesn't go specifically to Mexicans. I'm sure there's anybody of any race that's fucking passionate, but that's just my fucking personal experience so far.
You're on Dysentery.
What's going on, Brian, bro? Long-time listener.
What's up, beer?
Oh, man, I got a story for you.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Oh, man, so you're talking about the yeast infection thing before?
Oh, no.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I'm just not looking forward to another yeast infection story, man, because ever since that shit happened to me, it's just like, I'm so freaked out about it because I've never seen such a thick paste in my life. It literally looked...
It's a horrible thing for a girl, but, like, to fuck a dude and have them have to deal with that as well, and then... Like, thinking of your story, that's...
Well, I mean, having a vagina must suck, You have a big open gash that you brush your teeth. You brush your teeth 3 times a day. What do you do with your vagina? You throw some fucking soap on there? No.
Dude, no, that's why everybody needs to own a bidet, okay? I worked at a production company a couple weeks ago. They were all Asians, and that's not me being, like, weird and racist, but they had their toilet.
No, Asians are the cleanest.
I go to take a fucking piss, and I'm sitting down, and the toilet's heated, and I was like, what the fuck? And I look over, and there's, like, this little thing on the side of the wall where you can push to have it spray your asshole, spray your fucking vagina or balls, and fucking you can control the pressure and how the temperature of the water is, and it was like... If every fucking toilet had that, why
do you think
am I talking about this
Why
right
do you
now?
think? Yeah, well, because you're 100% right. Why do you think I have an Asian fetish? Because I mean, not only they have
the cleanest
small, tiny
fucking
vaginas,
assholes
but they
and vaginas ever.
Yeah, no, they're small and
Yeah,
clean.
so that's why you have the Asian fetish.
Every
That's it.
fucking toilet should be able to clean that shit. Like, it's the best thing.
All right, let's hear your story,
I'm
Bill.
sorry for interrupting.
All right, so it's basically two stories in one, real quick. I just wanted to comment on how you're like, yeah, I was blowing loads in the girl all the time, and she got yeast infection. You know, I was with the same type of a girl, blowing shots in her like crazy, and then the same exact story happened to me where I was like, what the hell is that? Right. Fast forward a few weeks later then, you know, and this was a good-looking girl, good area, you know, not like a dirty girl by any means. She was my girlfriend for a long time. So, we're together, and I'm going down on her, and I'm going to finger her, and I just keep on feeling something. I'm like, wow, did I, like, really find, like, an intense G-spot? Like, you know, there's that little
You
bump
found
on
a
the G-spot. But I'm in there, and I'm, like, digging around, and I find, like, a fucking tampon that's, like, 3 weeks old.
Yes.
Dude, we had one of those stories, too.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Like, and, like, you know, I'm sitting there going, like, what the hell is this? So then, like, I investigate, and I pull it out, and she's like, oh my god, runs to the bathroom the whole nine, you know, gets like all angry and like then like comes out and like I guess cleans up and wants to finish up and I'm like, yo, I gotta go.
You know what's funny is I call that, by the way, the balut pond, which is something that's happened to me also. Balut egg is something that is a delicacy in some countries where they bury an egg supposedly for 7 years or something ridiculous like that.
Oh, that's right, that black egg, yeah.
The black egg. Well, I call that a balut pond. And my same thing happened where this girl had a tampon in and I fucked her and I pushed it in really deep. And a couple days later, she started getting really sick.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Did your chick not get really sick if it had been weeks?
Yeah, no, like I was thinking, I'm like, that's like toxic shock or something.
Yeah, exactly. Bitches die from
And
that
I
shit.
don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
And Brian, are we ever going to hear that at the end of that story when you almost beat the guy up when you were out with Veronica Ricci?
Oh, the end of, you mean actually
you never
hear
wanted
that?
to finish that story. You were like, yeah, I was really drunk, and then I was going to like beat some guy up, but I don't want to finish the story.
You know, I don't even remember it much, but I had audio of it. And somebody tweeted me the other day, I don't know if it was you or not, but somebody tweeted me the other day and was like, do you still have the audio from that? And I tried to look for it. I don't even remember what I filmed it on, like if it was an old iPhone or if it was an old camera.
Yeah, it's got to be at least over a year ago now, correct?
Yeah, it's been a while. But pretty much what happened is the guy, like, I mean, I was pretty wasted. I'm trying to remember what happened, but I started screaming at him, and I think, like, he kept on saying, hey, man, no, sorry, no worries, or, like he kept on, like, apologizing, I think. Because I think what happened is that he didn't expect me to come back and just go crazy on him. Like, he was trying to hit on her, and then, like, I came back while he was hitting on her, and then didn't expect me to react, you know, in that point. I think looking back at it, I think he was like a limo driver type guy, like a cab driver, and he was with his limo driver friends. I just remember him being like, I think like Armenian or something. And I just want to fucking
give them that special Midwest type of crazy that they're not used to on the West Coast.
Yeah. And I think I overly acted like because I'm not like intimidating at all. So I think I went crazy. Like I just acted like I was like so fucked up that you never know what this guy might do type kind of guy. And I think what happened is like the bill came and the people were like at the restaurant were like, is everything okay here? Everything's okay? And I was just like, yeah, just let me pay my tab. And then I think I said something like, I'll meet you outside, like, and I screamed it across the restaurant. I'm trying to remember what happened. And then I remember I walked outside, and the second way I walked outside, I'm like, let's go. You know, like, I just was like...
That cold air hits you in the face, and you're like, it's time to leave.
Right. Yeah, I mean, because I definitely don't... I mean, I don't want to say which comic recently this happened to, but like you got to watch out for a lot of these cab drivers here in LA because a lot of them are like Russian mafia and like fucking shit like that. And this one guy that I know, he started fucking getting lippy with one of the cab drivers, and the cab driver turned around and fucking just broke his jaw. Just like,
you're kidding me.
No, and this guy has a TV show, and I don't want to say his name because I don't know if he wants it out or not, but whatever. He has a TV show, and his jaw fucking broken. They were about to just go back to filming for this season.
Oh man!
And it got pushed
horrible.
back. Yeah, and he's got his mouth wired shut, I think, for like the next 9 weeks. So
Yeah, that's like good information for me too, because I'm on the East Coast right now. I'm in New York, and on June 20th, I take my lease over in Redondo Beach, and I know nothing about the West Coast. And for like the first few weeks, I'm totally going to be using cabs to get around.
Oh, use Uber, dude. I don't know if
Uber is the
Uber's the
shit.
shit out here. I don't know if you guys have Uber in New York, but Uber's this application that what it is, it's limo drivers and guys that do car service in between jobs. Like they drop somebody off and they're like, all right, I have to be back here in 3 hours. But for the next 2 hours, I'll just make some extra money.
Yeah.
You know, so you get really cheap fares in these like black cars, like, you know, like the limo type, like sedans or whatever. And it's just like almost the same price as taxi. So it's great, especially if you want to just like impress like a girl, like, hey, you know, we got a car picking up for us. And you're like, what? Or they have this thing called Uber X that just came out, which is guys that drive limos, but when they're off work, you can use they'll drive their personal car around, which is great. But if you're a chick, that's kind of creepy. Because,
Well, there's
you know,
other things too, like sidecar.
sidecar.
A friend
Yeah.
of mine does sidecar.
I don't do that shit.
There's Life, or no, not Life.
Sidecar is the
Lyft.
one where it has those cars that are parked around the whole entire city.
No,
and
that's Zipcar.
Zipcar.
That's where you can just rent a car
Yeah.
anywhere and pick it
And
up
they
for a
have
few
that
hours.
here. Like, but my situation is I'm going to be like getting off the plane and like going to like Costco. So that would be great if I could get a guy for like 2 hours. Like, listen, you can take me to Costco, take me to buy my bedding and all the stuff, because I'm like literally just ordering everything online, having it delivered to my place, and
I tell you what's
probably
the
sleep on the floor the first night.
I tell you what, the cheapest thing that you could possibly do, dude, is just go on like an Orbitz or something like that and get a rental car that you can pick up at the airport, and you'll pay like $39 a day.
Yeah.
You know, something
Yeah.
like that.
That'd probably be the same amount as like renting, or not renting,
Or
but
Ubering,
like
yeah.
Ubering or any of those other
Probably
rental
cheaper.
car things.
Hey, man, when you get to Orlando, you got to check out Death Squad, though. We're here at the Ice House, and then, you know.
No, I know, man. I checked you guys out. I saw you got a couple guys Stanhope. I caught him in Irvine last year in November. When I was
when he
there.
ate mushrooms?
I love Death Squad. I've always to do it. Unfortunately, Ari's coming to New York right when I'm going out. But hey, fuck Ari.
I just introduced Kayla to Jew Clam for
That
the first
shit
time.
was fucked up.
Have you seen Jew Clam yet?
Anybody?
No, is it good?
Oh, I highly recommend everybody, but you have to do this important thing. You have to type in live leak Jew Clam. All one word, the word Jew, clam, in one word, a live leak Jew Clam. And that's the uncensored version, because there's about 50 other versions that are like on MySpace and YouTube, but they're the censored version. Just check that out, and you'll never look at Ari the same again, because I know I haven't. And then Kayla doesn't know Ari, but...
I've never heard of him. I've never seen it before. And I don't get grossed out very easily. And I'm a dirty bitch. And that shit, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
And Brian, on a serious tip,
yeah.
with Ari, and I love Ari and stuff, but I gotta say, man, coming from the East Coast, and, you know, I've been around the comedy scene here, him and his mouth on the streets of New York, it's just a matter of time before you're gonna hear a story.
That's why, yeah, that's, I mean, obviously, that we, as comics all here, you know, don't want to see Ari leave, but we're happy that he's trying that out. But, you know, I think he's going to be back ASAP, Rocky, because...
Dude, he's going to get in some problems on the East Coast with the way that he acts. I know he's from D.C., I know he's an East Coaster to start, but I'm telling you, New York, and he's got a little bit of a quip to him.
Right.
I think people aren't going to take to it the way that he likes on the streets.
Yeah,
You know?
it makes me wonder. I would be really interested to see East Coast Ari, to see if he's going to be like a toned down Ari, because, you know, Ari isn't really like that crazy when you know just like personal Ari, but, you know, Ari on stage definitely. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. Hey, man, thanks for
Keep up the good luck, brother.
All right, man, thanks for the call. So we should wrap this up, because
I'm doing panoramic pictures right now at the studio.
it's so cool that you are as geeky as me. I mean, like I brought up earlier that I just got a GoPro camera, and you're like, oh yeah, I left my GoPro in Texas. You know, that's pretty badass. So have you always been like attracted to making videos? Like when I was a kid, I used to make all these little short movies. Like there's one called Carrots that you can find online if you just Google like Redban Carrots. There's one called
From when you were younger?
yeah, when I was in high school.
You made a video?
I made movies. Like it was like a movie where carrots came from outer space and tried to kill me and my friend.
That's kind of awesome.
And yeah.
Well, when I was younger, I always wanted to live in Los Angeles.
Me too.
Especially watching the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I told my parents, I was like, I want to go to UCLA. But I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to be here, and then I thought I wanted to be an actress. And then I was in a school play, but I was like the chorus, so it wasn't anything lead. Like, I don't really like being the center of attention. It's just not comfortable to me, and I used to think I wanted to be an actress, and then I did the moose knuckle thing, and I was comfortable with
By the way,
that.
Moose Knuckle was your jackass type.
Moose knuckle was
female
the jackass deal thing, yeah. But then when it came to moose knuckle, like I felt like I did a lot of the legwork for it, like as far as getting the girls together, scheduling pre-production things, talking to people to do sponsorships or film for places for free, setting up the shooting dates, talking to the production company. Then we shot for 6 months, or no, yeah, was it 6? No, 3 months. And then I was there for post-production too, and that's kind of what got me into production. Like, I love the creativity, all the hard work that goes into making something that you watch for 30 minutes on TV. Like, I feel like it's so much more fun to make a television show or make a movie or make a fucking podcast or any of this shit. It's like it's a lot of fun to make it. It's fun to watch it, but it's a lot more fun to make it.
I agree.
And I don't like, I fucking took an acting class like a year ago, but I took it for like therapeutic reasons, and that scares the fuck out of me. Like,
acting?
Yeah.
Well, actors are also weird. Like the more you
Weird.
live out in LA, and especially if you hang out with comedians, you'll start looking at actors a lot different than you do. Because at first I was the same way. Wanted to be in film, wanted to live in LA growing up.
It seems like it's simple, but that shit is not fucking easy.
It's not simple, and it's also a lot of ego. Like, you have to... Actors are really fucking weird. The majority of actors are a completely different species than anyone. They're almost like not real people. They're like kind of got like this weird fakeness to them almost.
I feel like my roommate, her life is like a movie. I feel like they live their life like it's a movie, which I feel the same way too sometimes. I feel there's a lot of the times, and I don't know if it has, I'm relating it to like meditating.
You meditate a lot? You do yoga?
I got into it after I worked on a television show that had to do with ghosts and talking to one of the main characters. They were really big into meditating. They completely believed in what they were doing, and they believed in the ghosts. And I believe in that shit too.
You believe in ghosts, even though I told you
yeah.
the hack to ghosts, why there's no ghosts.
No, I think that they are there. I've always been into it though. I used to play with the Ouija board when I was a kid, and that sounds bad, but I did it. I believe in it. I think that there's other realms of possibilities of shit out there, but this just got way off a subject. But yeah, like I feel like my roommate, she lives her life like a movie, and sometimes I feel like I could be walking down the street, and this happens a lot in LA since I've been here. Like, I'm walking down the street and I'm looking around at the palm trees and like where I'm at, and I'm like, I do not feel like this is real life, and I feel like I'm disconnected from myself. But that's what actors have to do. Like, they are in the here and the now all the time. They're having to listen and fucking talk and relate to people, and that's a part of their job. So I feel like they do that all the time, and I don't know. I feel like it's hard to be an actor though. You have to be very in touch with your emotions, and I'm not that way. Like, I'm not.
We're finding this out, I've noticed.
We just had a therapy session on this podcast.
Have you ever been to therapy? Have you ever done that?
I did. I came to therapy before I came to LA.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was the therapy for? What was the reason for it? Was it relationship therapy, or was it more like therapy like you're hearing voices coming out of your tampons?
No, yes, my tampon started talking to me, and I just didn't think that was completely normal, so I thought I should go to a therapist.
They always spit when they talked.
Yeah, it was weird. But no, I did. I went to a therapist because I have weird views of not of my family, but like I don't feel like I'm as close to my parents as I should be. And I feel bad about it. And the therapist was making me feel like that's not a bad thing. Like, some people are close to their parents and some people aren't. It's just your personality. So
yeah, I noticed. I mean, I was pretty close to my parents to the point like I saw them maybe once a week, after, I left their house and whatever. But, I'd talk to them once a week or so, maybe. I noticed when I moved out to California, that's now more like, oh, when was the last time I talked to my mom? Shit, it's been like a month and a half. I should call her, type thing, where it's more like, I think I did it for, 29 years, that I finally, once that's out, I'm like, God dang, I can be myself now. Like for like the last 30 years or so, I've been like almost like I couldn't completely break out of like oh my God, my parents would be so mad at me if I did this, or ashamed, or or something like that.
No, I feel that. I know that everybody's parent, well, unless you have really fucking cool parents and they're just accepting of anything that you do. But yeah, I think everybody has that with their parents. But I have a big disconnect with my parents. But I think the main thing I went to therapy was for having emotional disconnect. Like, it takes a lot for me to get excited about something. It takes even more to be sad about something.
Wow.
It takes a lot for me to cry, and I don't fucking cry. Yeah, like I didn't even cry that much when me and my ex broke up. Like, it was like us sitting there. It was just weird. Like, I'm very not girly, and I felt like that was weird. But I think when you have like a lot of traumatic shit happen to you throughout your life, like you just become numb to
everything. Normal
emotions, like normal things that would make people feel something, I don't feel it. And it takes something really fucking devastating to make me like emotional.
No wonder why you're so dominant. I mean, like I was thinking the other day about something, about a pet that I had to give away, my cat and my dog, like a year ago. I had to give away 2 of my animals. And like just thinking about that, I could almost cry right now. Just even thinking about that.
That's different though. Like, I have a cat, and that cat, like, it's a fucking cat, but I miss that fucking animal so much that it's.
Yeah, but you're not gonna cry about it.
I'm about to pay $300 to have it shipped over here.
Wait. You're talking about the cat that is like completely insane that you can't even touch.
Dude, that cat's fucking amazing. It attacks people when the cat walks in the house. When somebody walks in the house, I've watched that cat attack people.
Yes.
But it loves me, and that's all that matters.
It's just everyone else.
It doesn't like people unless they've been around for a while and they give it food, and then she likes them.
But it's cool to you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I was going to say, because you had this cat, like the video that I saw was like this cat that like, Sarah's like, rah! Like, and somebody's
my
trying,
brother,
yeah,
my
somebody's
little
trying to
brother,
touch it. Actually, I'm going to show that cat.
Yeah, you can show it.
But it was so funny because I was just thinking, if that cat did that to you also, that would make so much.
No, that cat, like every
makes so
day.
Much sense that why you like that cat.
When I was living at my father's house, that video is at my father's house. Before I moved here, I would walk inside and grab that cat and pick it up like a baby and kiss it all over its face and just like.
I'll hug it and kiss it.
I would stick it in my, like, I fucking love that cat. I'm just like that. But you know what's fucked up? I got that cat when I was with my ex-boyfriend. We got it from the pound. Mm-hmm. And that bitch didn't like me. Like, the whole time me and that dude were together, she favored him. She'd be sweet to him and sleep on him and do all that. And then we broke up and I kept the cat. And now she fucking loves me. But she's psycho. That bitch is psycho. But I love it. Like, she's a beautiful cat and she's crazy. It reminds, I don't know. She's a bitch.
Let's take a look. Because I love this video as a cat. I mean, because I actually knew somebody that had a cat just like this. And I was like, how the fuck do you live with an animal like that? Like, why is that? She
just does that to other people. She attacked the air condition guy when they came to my house, and she ran after him, swatting her fucking paws at him and hissing. And he's like, what the fuck? And I was like, dude, just ignore it. She's not going to do anything. Oh, that's my little brother.
Did she bite at all?
Just a little.
Hey, there she is, my favorite cat in the world. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. What a sweet cat.
And she fucking hits like a man.
Is it Claude?
It's the Claude. Her front claws are the Claude, and I feel horrible about it.
Oh.
Kitty, you're so nice. I'm going to distract it. See how smart it is. I'm going to touch you whether you like it or not.
Jesus. That freaks me out.
She yells so loud, too. Like, just because he fucking poked her, and she's like, Wah!
It freaks me out. Like, cats like that freak me out.
I think it's funny when people are scared of cats, but maybe it's because I've had cats my whole life, and I don't know, I don't get scared of them. Unless there's times that my cat gets really pissed off when there's a lot of people in the house, and I'll pick her up, and I'll put a blanket over her to kind of like sedate her, but I'll hold her close to me, and if I take that blanket off and she sees people, she fucking flips out, and I get scared of that just because I don't want her to fucking rip my tit off with her fucking fat claws, but I miss that fucking cat, dude. She needs to be out here right now.
What about just buying a new cat?
Fuck that. No, I'm
like
not
start
buying
fresh. Start by a kitten because you get the kitten part,
No, because that
which is
cat
the best
fucking
part.
loves me. No,
Yeah, but
I
what's the
mean,
cat-
no, I love kittens, but this cat, she was in the pound with like 10 other kittens in one cage, and I fucking picked her out. I picked her out, took her with me. She was automatically trained to shit in the fucking litter box.
Well, that's in their DNA. What is the reason why your cat acts like that?
I don't know.
Was your cat very sexually active at a young age, or
A lot of people think that she just had a fucked up childhood. I guess I'm a bad cat. I don't think I'm a bad cat owner. I like to play with my cat, but
I mean, did you get
me and my
drunk and throw your
ex-boyfriend
cat
used to fuck with her
downstairs?
big time.
Like what?
Like, you know how you buy like a fucking carton of water and it's like with the fucking cardboard bottom and then there's like the plastic cover over the top.
Right.
Take all the waters out. Like, we'd leave that empty shell just sitting on the ground and she would like climb in it and just sit there. And there was one specific time my ex grabbed the plastic. Like, he would drag her all over the house and
Like
she
a
would
car,
just sit in there.
like a little
Yeah,
cat
and she
car.
fucking loved it.
There's
Like,
nothing
she
wrong with that.
enjoyed it. But he took it and he spun it in circles over and over again. And I swear to fucking God, dude, like, he stopped and I looked at her face and her eyes were moving in circles. And I was like, this fucking cat is fucked up right now. And it's weird.
I used to take fuck, what's that shit called? Bengay. You know, where you rub on muscles to make it smooth. Like, I used to put on my cat's paws and then put a pile of the catnip in front of her. So she'd be like, what's this catnip? Oh, my paws, what's going on? And it's just
It's like
the two
ecstasy
things.
for cats.
Yeah, the two things together. Like, the cat just like kind of like glitched. Like, it was like,
I don't know what's going on. This is not normal cat behavior. That's like drugs for cats, dude.
Yeah.
You fucked your cats up.
I think I might have.
We used to blow weed
Blow?
smoke in my cat's face.
Yeah, that shit.
She don't like it though.
Yeah, I used to do that shit back in the day where when I was stupid. But like, I don't like that idea anymore. Like, oh, you blow it in their ear, it gets them stoner. I'm like, no, that's just fucked up.
I feel
like,
bad for it.
What if the fucking every time that happens, your little baby kitten or dog just has a panic attack, and you're just like nonstop panic attack, like it's fucking poor cat.
That makes me feel bad because I don't smoke weed anymore because I used to freak the fuck out. Or I'm a very paranoid person in general, and I could imagine being. But dude, fuck that. No, though. Cats, they fucking sit around and sleep, eat, and shit all day. So you know what? They can be paranoid for a little bit. Fuck that. They don't gotta get a job. They don't gotta drive around in a car in the city all day. They don't know.
No, they just have to sit there and watch you fucking pull
Feed
out
'em.
tampons and queef fart on Mexicans.
Whatever. Whatever, kitty. Look, I'm feeding you, bitch. You shut up and you take it.
I say we do one more shot before we end this.
We can do that.
Except we have the fucking gross glasses of crap.
I cleaned all my. I kind of drank a good 90% out of that.
What is this, our fourth shot?
Yeah. What do you want to go to the comedy store after this?
Yeah, we can go to the comedy store.
I'm starting to really enjoy that place.
Oh, I think it's right down your alley. And I was
It's
luckily.
a bunch of crazy fucking motherfuckers that like to drink and like to hang out, and they're funny. Like, I love to laugh, so it's perfect.
It's the hangout aspect. I think is what's cool. Like it's like
It's not a comedy club. Like,
right.
it's not normal. Hold on, I need a thing.
I
for
think
this.
that bullet over there, or is the bullet over here?
The bullet. When you say the bullet, I think of like a dildo or like a fucking.
Oh, I should say that I've been getting a lot of gifts here at the studio recently. We got a bunch of shit from Japan.
Oh.
I got some artwork, which I'll show to this Friday.
Why
at
is this
the,
so sticky? What was that comedian's name that was here earlier? And
Steve Agee.
he grabbed this and he's like, "Why is it so sticky?
'Cause
Did you
I-
pull this straight out of the box or have you used it?
No, I've used it today.
Are you kidding?
No.
You're fucking full of shit, dude. Why is it sticky though?
It's I don't know. I think it's because it's so small. I mean, if you compare that to a fleshlight, an American fleshlight, that is literally 1/5 of the size of a fleshlight. Like
I would like. I mean, I wouldn't enjoy.
Do you use
it.
toys? Do you use vibrators? Do you use
I used to
fingers?
have a dildo that one of my other Mexican ex-boyfriends threw away.
And then he put in his ass.
Fucked up.
walked
No,
away with
I
it.
didn't do anything like that with him. I just had it. Oh, that's a funny story.
What? This is a shot. Cheers.
I want to hear this story.
Nah.
Meh, see? You always did that. Meh, see? The coppers are after us. Oh, fuck. God, I'm going to become such more of an alcoholic because of you, I can tell. Oh, fuck my life.
I just farted. It just came out. Ever since I've been in LA, I've been farting more than I have.
Is it the humidity?
No, I think it's the Mexican food. I honestly
You're
do.
just
Because I eat
trolling
fucking Mexican food all the time here. Like, the fucking food
Of course
trucks.
you
There's
are.
food trucks everywhere.
Whatever.
And they're fucking delicious. And then I fart my fucking ass off. Anyways, so...
Mexican restaurants are like your version of my, like, going to a massage parlor. It's like I'm guaranteed to interact with an Asian girl, and
That's
you're
how I feel
guaranteed
about food trucks. Like, if I pass by one, I'm fucking buying something. I'm going to eat something out of that motherfucker, and then my asshole's going to hate me for the next 3 days. So... Oh, so I had a dildo, just like every other American girl.
Right?
And I had a best friend at the time. And she practically lived with me for like 2 years. And she didn't technically live with me, but we worked together. We were best friends. We did everything together. So we would get shit-faced every night. And she'd come back to my house and stay the night. And I guess one day I masturbated before work with a fucking dildo. And I put it under, like, the dildo under my pillow. Like my bed, here's 2 pillows. And I put it, like, under the... That's not the passenger side pillow. What do you call the
Passenger side pillow?
I'm thinking like I'm in a
You're
car
thinking-
right now.
You're doing
Like,
food truck terminology.
I put it in that pillow, like not the side that I sleep on, but the opposite side pillow. And like, I go to work. We go out drinking. We go back home. She's with me, and like, I wake up in the morning, and this bitch is like, you know, like arms under the pillow, like this, fucking sleeping, and she's like, and she pulls it out from under the pillow, and it's my dildo, and it really freaked her out. And she still tells people that story to this day. Like, she starts dating new guys. She's like, "Oh yeah, this is Kayla." And guess
How big was this dildo, by the way? Was it a big black one? Was it
wasn't
small,
black.
little tiny one?
It was pink.
Little bullet.
It was pink. It was like a dildo, like a penis-sized dildo with a
Penis-sized
bullet
dildo.
on it. Where did I get that thing from? I don't remember. That's the only one I've had like that. I've never bought another one after that. And now whenever I have sex with guys, like, I don't want to fuck around with a fucking bullet. I don't want you to use a cock ring. Like, you're going to use your hands in your mouth, and that's how I feel about that.
That's
like,
how it should be.
Quit
Yeah.
being fucking lazy.
I never ever use any toys. Like,
Well, there's no, like, what can girls use to help a guy come? Nothing. Like,
well, I don't need help coming. No, I actually come too fast. Like, it's.
I guess it's like guys don't need help coming, but at this, like, I just feel like it should be an all natural thing. Besides lube, and if you need it, then that's that. But I don't think you should have to use like extra shit. Like,
Yeah,
you can get the job done.
When here's something that's pretty gross. Like, and I think this is 100% just Ohio. Like, Ohio's pretty dumb. All right, I'm not gonna lie. Like everyone that lives in Ohio is, except the top of the top.
That's your
you know,
hometown, man.
I know it's my hometown, but I promise you, you just drink beer there. Like, there's nothing to do. You just drink
Well, that's
beer,
how my hometown
and
is
it's
too,
gray
though,
skies
but-
every day, and you just fucking hate life, and you just go to work, and you just get home, and you drink, and you just go home, and you know, like, it sucks. All right, like you could, people in
Why am
Ohio
I
would,
fucking playing with this right now.
because it's exciting.
Get it out of.
You're like, how can I put this in me?
I'm like slapping around this fucking fake vagina.
But so when it comes with that mentality, there's a lot of things that, like, when you move to LA, you're like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I just never thought about that. Oh, you know. And one of the things is that, you know, when you're younger, like when you're in like high school to like 23 or so, like you buy, like I bought a vibrator because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep this in my nightstand, and then if a lady wants to
She
partake
wants me
in
to put this
this,
in her pussy
she can
instead
use
of
it.
putting my penis in there.
Right. And so I had this just nightstand vibrator, dildo, whatever, for like, I don't know, 10 years, you know?
It could come in handy.
Yeah, it was probably used by 7 different girls. You know, like it was probably used.
Did you clean it every time?
Yeah, cleaned it every time.
Okay.
Come to LA.
Are you lying?
It's true. Come to LA. Got, I was engaged when I moved here, and then broke that up, and then a while longer. It was like, hey, you want to use a vibrator? To this girl, and the girl's like, oh, is it new? And I'm like, no, it's I've cleaned it though. She's like, why would no? I'm not gonna fucking you don't go girl to girl with vibrators. Never do that. Like, what the fuck? Throw that away. That's disgusting. Like, but I've cleaned it.
She'd be like, did you suck my dick? You've sucked my dick.
You've sucked my the dick.
In many of women.
Dick has pores. Dick has memories. It can like hold on to shit. If it wants to.
Yeah.
But like she made me feel like such a dumbass. And now looking back
at it, it's like washing the dishes full or like using a cup at a restaurant. You know how fucking filthy that shit is.
Oh, restaurant fucking cups are gross.
That shit ain't even good. Like, I worked in a restaurant and they just set shit on like a little fucking plastic thing that has holes in it to hold up the cuts of the plates, and they push it through a washer that just spits out water that has soap on it, and that's it. They do that a couple times.
So you're defending me, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm defending you, because if you like sat there and actually washed it off, because it's like this much of shit. It's like this long of a fucking there's.
Yeah. I agree, and so did everyone else that used it.
She didn't think that shit through. That's all it was.
I think that's something that everybody here would say, and probably everyone online is like, no, what the fuck? You don't do that. You don't have a fucking vibrator you wash off that you reuse.
The only reason I could think that people would say that, and this is, I don't know. Let me think of how I can compare it real quick.
I'm out of cigarettes. You have one?
Yeah. Like sharing shit with your ex. Like, say,
nice catch.
What could you... Thank you. I was a catcher for like 10 years. I played softball.
Really? I've been a pitcher my whole life.
What is something that you did with your ex that you... I don't know. Like, it's like sharing shit. And maybe some people are like, no, don't share it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it's the thing that it's like a girl thing. Like I don't want to put no dildo in my pussy. Been another dumb cunt's pussy.
But what's the fucking big deal? It's clean.
Yeah, I agree with you. I
Maybe
agree.
it's because I'm in a saving money ordeal right now. Like,
right. Well, I think it's
nigga, don't go spend that money.
I think it's because you're from Texas, which is very comparable to Ohio. I think when you're in Texas
is very.
You're like, fuck this heat. I just need to drink, get drunk. I need to float
Texas
a river.
Texas is cheap though, compared to fucking LA. Like, fuck.
Oh, I'm talking about in comparison to Ohio. Like, it's very close to Ohio.
Well, what do you mean? Comparison to what?
Like, there's nothing to do in Texas. It's just hot outside. You get drunk every day.
Except
drinking's
if you're in Austin,
number one.
Texas. Austin, Texas is completely different than everything
100%.
else. San Antonio is cool too.
100%. But you're from Houston, which is exactly.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's like
there's not a lot to do there. Besides go to the beach and the fucking water looks like you shitted in it, and then you're swimming in it.
Is that a hot water beach? Or is it cold water? Like out here, you can't go into the ocean usually because it's freezing.
Dude, I've been in the ocean several times since I've been here. But yeah, Galveston water is like really warm. It's very warm. But it's brown. Like, I don't like to get in water where I can't look and see like 2 inches below the surface. It freaks me the fuck out because I'm scared of sharks.
I wear shoes when I go in the ocean because I just don't like stepping. I stepped on jellyfish before and I was like, what the fuck?
Here?
Yeah.
There's jellyfish here?
Oh, it wasn't, actually I take that back. It wasn't here that I stepped on jellyfish. It was Myrtle Beach or something like that. I stepped on something disgusting. I was like, what? I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a dead body. I don't want to fucking step
You know
on
what's really weird to me is that people that have lived here their whole life, when we talk about, me and my roommate, we go to the beach often and we talk about getting in the water. We just go in there and like dive in for a second. Usually it's just to take a piss. So we get in the water, we dive in, we piss, we fucking rinse off and like swim around for a couple seconds and then we come back out. And people are like, I cannot believe you fucking got in the water here. And I was like, why? They're like, because there's like pollution and fucking condoms and like gross shit in the water. And I was like, have you ever fucking been to Galveston? Have you been on the South Coast? Like, you can't even see, like, you stick your fucking, you can't see your toes in the water if you're standing like fucking 2 feet out. Like, the water's just brown and muddy. So what's the big fucking deal It's not that big of a deal. Like, we're all dying anyways from fucking all sorts of shit. Who gives a fuck? Enjoy your life and swim in the water.
That's right.
But I felt like I was going to say something a lot better about the ocean here. What was I going at?
Ocean breeze, maybe?
No. God damn it, Brian. You got me drunk.
Mission accomplished.
Hold on. No, don't hold on. Get... What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know.
We should just end this because it's if we want to catch that least last call, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
What time is it?
12:36 a.m.
Let's go.
All right, Kayla. What's your Twitter address? Where can people find you?
I don't ever put anything on my Twitter because I'm super fucking lame. But I have a Twitter and it's Twitter at Kayla CP.
CP. You need to start using that, honestly. Like, maybe it's an LA thing, but because I don't really know too many people from Texas that use it like crazy.
I don't. I just look at other people's shit. Like, I get on Twitter to just read, like, motivation. It sounds so gay, but I read motivational quotes and, like, horoscope shit because I'm super into that, and that's it. Like, I don't ever talk to anybody on there unless they say something that is worthy talking about.
Yeah, we need to get into that. We need to get into your signs and stuff because you're very big into the signs.
I'm into horoscopes.
I am
into
into
You know
horoscopes.
what? I have an app idea that I came up with last night, and I'll share it with you off of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's going to be good because it's right up my fucking alley.
Well, we know a lot of app people. A lot of our
Dude,
listeners make apps.
I already contacted somebody about it, but yes,
Okay.
we're going to talk about it after this. But I also have a Instagram that I post like just random pictures of shit around town as I'm traveling. And my Instagram is Kayla Christine 83.
Cool.
And then I don't want anybody to contact me on Facebook because that's like family. My family's on there, and I don't want them to see that shit. I don't want them to see any dirty shit.
Well, guys, that was Dysentery. We hope you like the return of it. We have some ideas for this show. You're also going to see a lot more of Kayla because she's going to start hopefully helping me out here around here at Death Squad if she doesn't get freaked the fuck out.
I don't get freaked out, fool.
You don't?
Freaked out.
Freaked the fuck out by the response of all the Death Squad army like freaking out.
Well, hopefully they don't hate me, and if they hate me, I'm sorry.
Suck her bloody tampon.
Suck my bloody fucking queefing vagina.
But anyways, so don't forget to go to deathsquad.tv. We're coming to very soon next week. We're coming to San Diego or La Jolla Comedy Club, Tony Hinchcliffe and Sarah Tiana. And then also, suppose I'm going to Toronto to go to this hash bar, the Underground, very soon. I don't know if tickets are on sale yet or not, but I'm going there with Tony Hinchcliffe. And then Comic-Con 2013. All right, guys, thank you very much. You're listening to Dysentery.
Bitches. Damn, I got bitches. Damn, I got bitches. Wifey, girlfriend, and mistress. All my life, I want money and power. Respect my mind, or nigga, it's go time. I roll in dough with a good grind, and I run that hoe with a bouton. That's a relay race with a bouquet. They say, K, you gon' marry mines. Biatch, no way. Biatch, no way. Biatch, no way. Biatch. Okay, I'm never living life confined. It's a failure, even if I'm blind. I can tell you who, what, when, where, how to sell your game right on time. Biatch, go play. Biatch, go play. Biatch, go play. Biatch, I look like OJ killing everything from pussy to a motherfucking hit boy beat. She pussy popping, and I got options like an audible. I beat C-O-M-P-T-O-N. I win, then ball at your defeat. C-O-M-P-T-O-N. My city mobbing in the street, yeah.